you one choice left. Fight or die. Feel the frenzy in your bones as the charge draws near. Burning steel are all we know. The time for glory is here. Burn your ships and watch them all sink in. There's no voyage home, there's no turning around. So as you look into your enemy's eyes, know you one choice left. Fight or die. Burn the ships and watch them all sink down. There's no voyage home, there's no turning around. So as you look into your enemy's eyes, know you won't choice them. Fight or die. Fight or die.
I hear the British are sending another 5,000 troops.
How will we ever win this war?
By remembering what we fight for.
General Washington.
Sit, please. We need your strength for the fight ahead. We fight for a country of our own, a new nation, where we choose our own laws.
Here.
Said, sir.
Choose our own leaders.
Yes, sir.
And choose our own systems of weights and measures.
Weights and measures, sir?
Yes. Yes, I dream of that one day. Our proud nation will measure weights in pounds, and that 2,000 pounds shall be called a ton.
And what will 1,000 pounds be called, sir?
Nothing. Because we will have no word for that.
Seems like we should have a word for 1,000 pounds, sir.
And yet we won't. Because we are free men. And we will be free to measure liquids and liters and milliliters. But not all liquids, only soda, wine, and alcohol.
Only those, sir.
Yes. Because for milk and paint, we will use gallons, pints, and quarts, God willing.
Okay. How many liters are in a gallon, sir?
Nobody knows.
And, sir, in this new country, what plans are there for men of color such as I?
Distance will be measured in inches, feet, yards, and miles. So 12 inches to a foot?
12 feet to a yard.
If it were only so simple. 3 feet to a yard.
And how many yards to a mile?
Nobody knows.
Oh, Okay, well, how many feet to a mile?
5,280, of course. It's a simple number that everyone will remember.
Let's confess, it feels a little complicated, sir. Why not use meters and kilometers?
We will, soldier. But only in certain unpopular sports like track and swimming. For popular sports like football, we will use yards.
Football, sir?
Yes. It's a sport where you throw a ball with your hands.
So in football, there is no kicking?
There's a little kicking. You kick the ball to get points.
How many points, sir?
Sometimes 1 and sometimes 3.
I'm very confused, sir.
Do not worry. For our new nation, we will have rulers with 2 sets of numbers. Inches on one side, centimeters on the other.
So we can see where they line up.
Yes, except that they don't line up and they never will.
Why?
Liberty, son, liberty.
And the slaves, sir, what of them?
You asked about the temperature.
I did not.
We shall have 2 different unrelated scales of temperature. One of them will make sense to the entire world, and the other will be super random. Our great nation will use the random one.
What is the scale called, sir?
Fahrenheit,
Spell that for me.
impossible. But one day, if we are brave, we will get rid of the U and a lot of British words like color and armor. But by God, we will keep the British U in the word glamour.
Only glamour, sir?
Only glamour. That is my dream for our countrymen. A melting pot of different measurements that will make Europeans throw little tantrums. In short, a land of liberty.
Where all men are free. Where all men are free, right?
Petty, never give in except to convictions of honor and good sense. Never yield to force. Never yield to the apparently overwhelming might of the enemy.
You're listening to the Outlaw Radio Network. OutlawRadioNetwork.com.
This country can't be knocked out with one punch. We get right back up again, and when we do, the world's going to hear the roar of our engines.
But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
You do your work, and we will do our bit.
Republic. I like the sentiment of it. It means people can live free, talk free, go or come, buy or sell, be drunk or sober, however they choose.
Are you ready to be who you are?
No poetry, just a straight answer.
The government has deliberately sought to deceive the United States by false statements and expressions of hope for continued peace.
We are men of the hood, marry now at your expense.
But there's no both sides anymore. They're just trying to wreck our goddamn country. It's time for you younger guys to take over.
You were meant to be here tonight. This is your time. Their time is done. It's over. Screw them. This is your time. Now go out there and take it.
If you guys don't start thinking as men, we're gonna have a lousy country.
For the crimes of incitement to cause unrest, I decline to be an outlaw
All right, everybody, it is the Outlaw Radio Network for the 31st of August. Everybody, thanks for checking out the show. K-Dog, Beals, Black Tom.
Hey, Kevin.
Yes.
You're clipping in my headphones.
Am I clipping in your headphones?
Can you turn
me
me down just a tiny bit?
Are you in 3? Is that better, Tom?
Yeah. Oh, that's way better.
Is that way better?
No, that's a little bit too much better.
Too much better?
Yeah, a little less better.
Yeah, we're trained professionals.
Hey, there we go.
I love that.
We're trained professionals, folks. Don't try this at home. Beals, you here okay?
Yeah, you're great.
Okay, you got to talk right in your microphone, though, honey.
Well,
I'm sorry.
It's really far away. Sorry. It's really good.
You can
Thank
move it wherever you need to. It's big, it's black. Put it right up next to your mouth like it's a microphone, okay? And we're underway. Okay. Thanks for checking out the show. A whole bunch of fun stuff going on tonight. In a few moments, we'll talk about where the other half of our crew is, because we're literally missing half of the crew tonight. Yeah. And yet the show still goes off without a hitch. It's amazing. It tells you who's important and who's not. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. But no, I know Boss Baby. I see you. Boss Baby is here. But we have 4 people here: me, Tom Beeler, and a Boss Baby. We're missing 4 people.
But F-bombs in.
But I'm talking about like normal.
Or just regular
the core crew. Yeah, the normal crew, right?
Yeah.
So who are we missing? We're missing Dennis because he's in Alaska,
right?
Or as I like to call it, Hot Alaska. We're missing Paul because he's in a paintball field somewhere,
probably
being emasculated. We're missing Lori because she has family in from out of town. So the CEO is with family up in Kingston.
Yep.
And we're missing Trojo, who's been missing so long, we've decided to put his face in the side of a milk carton. So, so we have half the crew here tonight. One day we hope to have all the crew in together, but it'll never happen. So welcome everybody to the show. You guys, how was your week?
It's been good. It's been, pardon me, it's been busy. I mean, I'll complain later because we're going to talk about NFL stuff.
Yeah.
But I've been so busy lately. I haven't seen any of the draft. I haven't seen any of the preseason. I have no idea who the big names are right now. I'm way behind.
A couple of comments in the chat. Shannon said just pop in real quick to say what's up from Monty. Okay. Mike says hello. Rick says hi, Queen Bee. Clearly, Rick will say hi to everybody named Alicia. Isaac said hi, guys. Pop in and say hi. Kevin Nelson said hello. Margie gave a couple weird emojis that don't make any sense to me. Beals, how was your week?
I had a great week. It was my son's 14th birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday.
Yes. He requested chicken garlic Alfredo on spaghetti squash.
That sounds delicious.
It was delicious. And
wait,
which is it's a turn.
How old is he?
He's 14 now.
And he asked for something over squash?
Well, he's diabetic, Kevin, so he's aware of that. So, but like for the last 6 or 7 years, he always wants corn chowder. That's in the end of August. He always wants corn chowder for his birthday. So that was quite the surprise, but it turned out really good. And then thanks to you, we had the escape room night. That was incredibly fun, and we beat it. So that was good.
You had a good time at Kitsap Great Escape, the only escape room in Kitsap County. You had a good time?
Sure did. And Mateo was amazing.
Mateo's going to love the fact that he got mentioned by name on this show. I'll be sure to let him know.
Okay, you should.
But Mateo was good?
Mateo was great.
Mm-hmm.
And my best friend came over from Linwood, and she just left this morning. So I had bestie time, and it was exactly what I needed.
I'm glad you had a good time.
Yeah.
By the way,
yeah,
Kitsap Great Escape is not the only escape room in Kitsap County. There's actually one on Bainbridge.
Oh, who goes to Bainbridge?
And they have one room.
They have one room?
Yeah, one room. I'm not driving to Bainbridge for a one-room escape room.
Yeah, no.
They might be great. I don't know. I'm just saying I'm not going to go all the way out to Bainbridge and take a risk.
Yeah, no. Well, the one we did was really fun. And
so you would recommend people check it out then?
I absolutely recommend people check
Which
it
one
out.
did you do?
We did the
Manor.
The Manor.
Oh, I haven't
Professor
played that one yet.
Whippleton's Mystic.
Oh,
Yeah.
Professor Will. Okay, I was just going to say that is by far my favorite escape room at
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
yeah,
really
Professor
good.
Whipple.
Without giving anything away, there's some really cool elements in that room that you don't expect when you come in.
It really was. And I just have to say that my son was like, man, he was on it. And I'm like, I knew he was going to be great because he's so analytical. But he was like, hold on, guys. This is what we have to do. Like it was so cute.
So we had a good time.
We had a great time.
That's good to hear.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes.
So if you guys want to find out more about Kitsap Great Escape, by the way, go check out their website at kitsapgreatescape.com. The slow season is about to come to an end. It gets slow in the summer because people don't want to be indoors. They want to be outside. Right. They want to be out in the sun. And I swear to God, the minute the end of September hits, they flip a switch and we get slammed out. So right now is a great time to play. If you want to come down, check it out. kitsapgreatescape.com. Book your rooms, get some more information. And follow us on us. I say us because I work there. It's my other job. But follow them on my side hustle. Follow them on Facebook because there's some really cool announcements coming that can't be made public yet. Because in order for us to announce them, we have to get sprinklers in the building, which are coming. So once those sprinklers are in, big news will be coming. So follow them on Facebook at Kitsap Great Escape and Insta and all the other places that 9-year-olds get hit on by inappropriate adults. Yes, Tom?
Oh, I'm just saying that's funny because Black Ring Spirits has the same thing. I can't say much right now, but by the 3rd week of September, we're going to have all kinds of cool stuff to talk about.
Cool.
Yeah, we didn't do nicknames. So Tom's got a new nickname. He's Tom the Remodeler. Because he's going to remodel Black Ring Spirits. We've only been hearing about it for the last 19 months.
I have no idea how long.
Beeler needs a nickname. We haven't really given her. I call her Beals, but nobody else does, so that doesn't work.
Thank God for that.
That'll be my nickname for Beals. And then I have a nickname. I'm the Beta Buddy. So there we go. All right, I should give props that Tom's wife Heather is here, affectionately known as F-Bomb. It is only a matter of time before she swears on this show. So if you have,
but we're not on AM anymore, so she can swear all she wants.
She totally can. But if you have sensitive constitution, you should probably go to bed before because at 9:00 when she comes on, we start talking football stuff. She's going to drop the F-bomb probably 57 times. Later in the show tonight, Ash Black is going to join us. He's got a big fundraiser coming up that he wants to share this about. In fact, I'll give you guys a little bit of just a little bit about it. It's going to be up on your screen. It's called Riffs for Roughs, a concert to raise funds for the Kitsap Humane Society. Weirdos is going to be there. And why do I say Weirdos? Because that's Ty Yost's band. They're going to be there. But a bunch of other bands are going to be there as well. 3 to 9 p.m. Admission, all ages are welcome. A whole bunch of cool events going on through that. A whole bunch of cool bands, fun stuff. It's a good chance to support the Kitsap Humane Society. And then later we're going to talk to Yvonne and Ataji for a little bit in the 9:00 hour. We're going to talk about this event. So there's two things going on. One, there's the Dead End Summer Party. It's an all ages event on Kitsap Way. They're going to have all kinds of bands. So it's going to open with a festival at noon. Combat Pro Wrestling is going to put on a show at 1 and then a live music show going on at 5. And if you look, there's a whole bunch of bands. I guess they're all playing. We're going to ask Yvonne and Ataji about that later. I'm excited to have Yvonne on because I did some work back in my day with Suquamish Championship Wrestling before they became WUW. So it's cool to get another local wrestling group up here putting on some shows. So that'll be a lot of fun. And again, that's going to be on September 6th. So next Saturday. And we'll have them on to talk about it for about 10-15 minutes in the 9:00 hour. And then Battle at the Baymont is going to be the big show. So big pro wrestling show. If you're a pro wrestling fan, you should make it out and be a part of it. Okay. We good with that? We get all the side stuff out of the way and all the chores taken care of before we get into the meat of the show?
I think we're good.
Anything anybody wants to say?
Hi.
All right. I feel like we have to open with the events that happen on Wednesday in Minnesota.
Okay.
And I feel like we have to open with it because one, it's a tremendous horrible, and I don't mean tremendous good, but tremendous in scope. It is another instance of these events that transcend the actual event itself, right?
Right.
2 kids die in this country every day. Mm-hmm. Auto accidents, parents not securing their weapons, playing in traffic, bee stings, Sharknado. Like 2 kids die in this country every day. So the scope of this is not in and of itself like a tremendously out of the norm thing where 2 kids have died. Sad, certainly. Unnecessary, completely. Mm-hmm. But just 2 kids. It's 2 kids. It's not 9/11. Okay. But the way in which this happened continues to evolve on a daily basis. And it continues to evolve in really, really weird ways. So here's what we knew on Wednesday. We knew that somebody outside of a church in Minnesota, while walking by the church, shot multiple rounds into a Catholic church where it turned out there were a whole bunch of kids in there in mass to open the school year. That's what we originally knew. We later find out that this was part of a Christian school, and they were in the Catholic church, which is part of the school as part of their blessing of the school year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We later find out that the person that did this, and I say person because I'm not sure what the fuck to refer to them by, the person that did this was male transferring to female or transitioning to female. And now there's a whole bunch of accusations in relation to that. It originally came out early in the day that this was a right-wing Republican whack job nut Trump supporter. That's what it was reported earlier on. We later find out that they hated Trump and actually had the words "kill Trump" engraved on their rifle with a whole bunch of other anti-religious, anti-Semite phrases and words as well. So it turns out this guy wasn't actually a Second Amendment nut job. He was probably just a really mentally ill. She was probably just a really mental. Fuck it. I'm not going to refer to them as she because they lost the right to have the respect to be called anything they wanted to be called the minute they shot up a church and killed 2 little kids.
Well,
okay.
Also, if you the early
I'm trying not to swear. I'm so sorry.
Oh, well, the early stuff I had read about the manifesto, et cetera, there was also a great deal of regret about having decided to transition. So I don't know if that person decided to be referred to as he again. I mean, who knows?
Who knows? I'm not, and I have a rule on this show. You guys can do what you want to. This is as much your show as it is mine. Not really, but kind of. I will never refer. Peeler's got a finger in. I'm number 1. I will never refer
to a shooter
to the name of a shooter on this show.
I agree with that.
I won't do it. If we need to write to mention names, we can mention the names of the victims, but I will not.
Which haven't been released because they were all children.
No, they've been released.
Oh,
they've both been released. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was a 10-year-old and an 8-year-old.
Okay, I had heard that, but I hadn't heard any names.
What kills me is that to this day I still know the names of the 2 shooters at Columbine, but I could not tell you the name of one of the victims. And to this day, that haunts me. The fact that I cannot get the shooters' names out of my head, but I cannot remember the people that were killed. So I won't even mention the names of shooters on the show. The internet has gone bonkers with this. The left-leaning media has really gone out of their way not to mention his trans status. Or to talk about the fact that they regret transitioning, which is what was in the manifesto. They've really stayed away from that. Why? Because they probably have an agenda. The right-wing media has made it a point to make this about the trans movement and the fact that they were transitioning and medication and mental health and whether or not people that are trans are actually mentally ill. And that's the path that we've gone down now. So with all of that out, before we get into any specifics, I just want to give both of you, Beeler, I'll start with you first, Beals.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Jennifer Beals from Flashdance fame. Beals, do you remember that movie?
I totally remember
I don't remember. I never saw it.
How did you not?
Because I haven't seen most movies. That's why. I don't watch movies by myself.
Yeah.
It's a rule. And I can't keep a girlfriend for more than 72 hours or until the cash runs out.
Kevin,
If you just stop talking, you'd be good, man.
Have you seen The Breakfast Club?
No.
Are you serious?
No, I have not seen Breakfast Club.
God.
Anyway, back
you
to
realize that you can lose your Gen X card for that.
Sure. There's a number of other movies I haven't seen that are probably more impactful than that, but we can talk about that another time.
Oh, okay.
Beals, given what happened in Minnesota this week, the fallout from it, the obviously drawing political lines in the middle of what was a horrible, awful incident.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
I think it's a horrible tragedy, and I don't like to see that for any community. That being said, it makes me wonder what we're doing to our young adults, our children. I mean, if it can if a transition can cause that many issues with someone to where they want to go kill people, we're failing. We're failing really hard as a society.
Mm.
Yeah.
Do you agree with the idea that a lot of people on the right especially have been putting out, which is that their mental instability was caused by their transitioning, that it made it worse, that it is what may have pushed them over or could have pushed them over the edge?
I mean, I'm not a scientist by any stretch of the means.
You are almost a constitutional scholar like me, though.
I am most definitely more of a constitutional scholar than you are, Kevin. But I don't know the makeup of the brain. I tried to take a psychology class in my BA, and I couldn't do it. So, I think the fact that is it like the last 5 or 6 shootings like this have involved transgenders. Like maybe we need to take a look at that, and maybe we need to be more vigilant about their mental health.
I don't disagree with that. So I talked on this show before that I had gone through weight loss surgery back in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
And part of me going through that surgery required that I have a mental eval done.
Mm-hmm.
I had to pass a mental eval to prove that I wasn't out of my mind and that I knew what I was doing and I was prepared for the change.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder, and I don't know the answer to this. Lila might know, because I know Lila is pretty tuned into that stuff. Lila might know. I don't know if there's a requirement for people that are trans to go through any type of mental evaluation, counseling, pre-work.
I would absolutely hope so.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine that not being a thing.
Oh wait, Boss Baby's waving her hand, so either she has something to say or she wants to hail a taxi. Hello, Boss Baby.
Yes, hailing
Hold
a
on, hold on.
taxi.
Your microphone's on up. Give me a second.
Okay.
Okay, try that again.
I'm hailing a taxi for
There you
sure.
go. Perfect. All right.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did work in conjunction with somebody about 5 years ago. At the time, they were transitioning, and they had gone through tons of counseling, similar to what you said. They went through multiple types of counselors to make sure that they were on that this was truly like what was going deeper for them. And they were also about 35-ish when they were going through that. So I was there for part of their transition, not only just the medical part, but one of the surgeries. So I do have a little bit about that.
Do you know if it was mandated what they were doing? Was it voluntary? I don't know the answer to this. I'm just. Yeah.
I believe in their case, it was something they wanted. It was a requirement for what I don't know what program per se they were doing, but yes.
Okay. I'm hoping Lila would answer. I'm sure Lila's got her nose plugged into it.
Yes, Lila just said they're constantly in counseling and psychiatry.
Well, but I'm not asking if they're in there or not. I'm asking if it's a requirement in the process to begin transitioning. And again, I don't know if it does or doesn't. That's kind of why I'm asking. I want to understand what the requirements are to do that. Thank you, boss. Good luck with that taxi. It is Tom. I wanted to give you a chance too. What are your thoughts as we're 5 days after the event?
My problem with mass shooting events, any mass shooting event, is I feel like both sides of the argument about things like gun control and stuff. I see both sides of the aisle being sort of opportunistic about it, and they take that as an opportunity and point fingers and say, it's the fault of this, it's the fault of that, and it gets turned into a political circus rather than it. Leave it alone. If we quit publicizing shootings and quit letting them draw attention, then we'll see fewer of them. Regardless of who makes the observation or the accusation, it's not helping anything. I see it all as political, crap.
Yeah, it's and Lila said they're required to get counseling even before they start HRT. So I'm really hesitant to blame this on their trans situation, because as Beals, as you alluded to,
Yes,
the last several of these shooters have been linked to people that were trans.
right.
But this issue with mass shootings and school shootings specifically goes back way farther than that.
Yeah, and I don't think it's a trans issue. I think it's
Mhm.
I think it's a people issue. Like, what is going through their minds where they think that this is their only way out, or what they need to do to make their mark, or whatever it is? I don't know. But it's a people issue. It's a heart issue. It's not because they're transgender. It's not because of any other reason. They have that evil in their heart, and that's where that comes from.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's either evil or it's sick, right?
Or it's some
And-
deeply seated mental health issue.
Right. Because I think the vast majority of mass shooters, regardless of motivation, is a mental health thing. I think it's probably less than 1% of mass shooters that are actually just evil, awful people.
Yeah.
Sadists or whatever label you want to throw at it. But really, I think it's a mental health issue.
Yeah. Well, and Margie alluded to that. She said maybe their childhood was messed up. Like maybe.
Yeah,
I mean, I would agree. I think it's more of a mental health thing. I will caution the folks on the right that have made this a argument about trans, and that trans people are mentally ill and trans people, whatever. We weren't doing this when it was straight white males that were shooting places up. We didn't do. Hold on. Hold on. Let me finish the point. Then you can tell me where I'm wrong. We weren't degrading straight white males when they were the ones that were involved in school shooting. We weren't blaming it on their gender or on their sexuality. We were blaming it on the fact that they were messed up in other ways. They were mentally ill. They whatever. But we didn't.
But that's because the news media said, "Oh, it's a trans person," and so that's what people latch onto. It's. I mean, they love to say straight white male too, Kevin, and that's where it ends up. Robert
brought up the Hate at the Music Revival Festival yesterday. We're going to talk about that next hour, because I thought that was a really interesting story. What was going on at Gasworks Park yesterday? Did you hear about that? Did you guys hear about that?
I mean, I read up on a little bit when I got your little agenda.
Yeah, my agenda. There's a big Christian worship event that was supposed to be at Cal Anderson Park in Seattle. They moved it to Gasworks. The only reason I believe they moved it to Gasworks is because Cal Anderson Park is in town, and it's a lot more populous and a lot easier for people to get to than the Gasworks. And so they moved the Gasworks, was a little bit bigger, a little more spacey, and a little less open access for the protesters to get to. And the protesters showed up anyway, because clearly in Seattle, it's not okay to be a Christian.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, but we'll talk about that later. But Robert, you're right. I just, all I'm suggesting is that for me, it's really difficult for me to lump this as a trans issue when it is in reality a mental health issue that we have not been addressing in this country for decades. The mental health challenges in this country that lead to homelessness, that lead to drug addiction, that lead to, some of it could lead to the surge we've seen in transitioning
And
young people.
And I think you have to address every walk of life. I mean, it could be a veteran who saw some shit when they were overseas, or they dealt with something, domestically, transgenders, or, oh my gosh, right now it's horrible to be a white male man. I mean, they could latch on to anything, and the media is going to latch onto that, and they're going to create this dialogue that is so bad for whoever is in that position. So I don't really think it would have mattered who it was that had done it. They would have found something to complain about, whether it was CNN or it was Fox News. I mean, I think it's just going to happen.
The only place I think there might be some credence in this is I'm opposed, and I've always been opposed, but I'm still opposed to the idea of allowing minors under the age of 18 to start the transitioning process. Whether that comes to hormone replacement therapy, blockers, surgery, whatever.
I mean,
I've never been a fan of that under 18
Yeah.
for a couple of reasons, right?
You don't know what you want at that age. Like,
Well, you don't, and you can't undo it.
yeah.
You know?
Now, if I'm not mistaken, because like I said earlier, I haven't had a ton of time to read, but the little bit I was able to read on this particular shooter, I did some quick math about at the beginning of transition when it was mentioned in an article and at current age, and I think you make an observation there that's worth noting, because I think he was under 18 when he started.
When he started, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I
That's
think
the
that
quick math I thought.
It's very much an adult decision. And I think that we need to, I mean, you know that I'm all about people rights, but I think that that is something that should definitely be looked at.
Well, hell, you have to wait till you're 18 to get a tattoo.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. There's so many things you have to do to wait till you're 18. I mean, you're not going to make the decision to join the military and get into the military. I mean, if you're going to make a long life decision like that, you need to be an adult.
You can't drink in this country till you're 21.
Right.
You can't buy weed in
You
this
can't
country until you're
gamble.
21.
Yeah.
You can't gamble.
Yeah.
You can't smoke until you're 21.
Did they move gambling up too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a few tribal
some places,
casinos in the state where you can still gamble at 18. Suquamish is one of them. Thank you, Suquamish.
Yeah, thank you.
Spokane's another one over
Yeah.
the Spokane Tribal Reservation. But most, it was something curious for me that the Democrats did several years ago, where they were like, well, we need to push some of this stuff back, unless it's about your 13-year-olds being able to decide their medical care or transitioning or the sexuality stuff. And then it was, well, we'll go down to 13 for that. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It seems to me, though, that if we're going to give a developing body hormones and medications that alter who they are as their body is still developing. Again, I'll go back to my experience with the weight loss surgery, which is not the same thing. I'm not equivocating the two. But I know that when I got out of my weight loss surgery, my body went through a whole bunch of changes on how I metabolized food, how I took in nutrients, all of that. And it literally took us 2 years to dial in whether or not I needed to take iron after my surgery. Now, that's a pretty basic metabolic test, right?
Right.
Now, imagine you're a 16-year-old having surgery in a body that's surging with hormones and constant changes. And now you're starting to mess with those hormones to replace them with other hormones. There's no way that doesn't F the system up.
Right.
There's just no way. And so I would caution against that. I'm really against that. But I think there's a flip side to that too, Beeler and Tom, which is if we're going to try to restrict it to you can't have surgery, you can't have hormones or whatever, we have to be a little better as a society of leaving them room to be who they are without demonizing it.
I don't think that that's an issue for either the left or the right. I think that the issue that comes in for the right, or even libertarians, and correct me if I'm wrong, Tom, is that we are okay with it. We just don't want it shoved down our throats all the time.
Are you okay? So hold on. Are you, because the narrative I'm hearing this week, specifically in light of what happened in Minnesota, is that this is a trans thing. Trans people are bad and trans people are mentally ill.
I don't believe that. I don't think anyone's inherently bad. I think that these people just had something on their heart that caused them to be evil at that time in their lives.
Okay. Tom?
Well, like I said, I do think a shooting like this, and it doesn't matter, if it's a school shooting or, this exact situation or something similar to it.
Yeah.
I think it's a mental health issue. And I think it's kind of gross that both sides of the aisle, both representations of both sides of the aisle in the media, right? They're opportunistic. They're
Yes,
vultures.
that's
They go
exactly what it
after it
is.
to create a means of selling more advertising, right? I mean, you got to create more drama around it because that's what makes people tune in, but that's also what spins people up. That's what gets people angry. That's
Right.
what helps keep us a divided society. So,
well, and Scott said, "Hey, Scott, good to see you, buddy. Long time no speak." Scott said, "Why is the issue always male to female, but female to male is rarely ever talked about?" And it's probably a really fair question too. I'm sure it has to do with testosterone and adding estrogen to testosterone and what that does coming down, not down, but coming from a testosterone based body system to not. I mean, I'm not a doctor. I don't play one on the radio, but I would imagine that's probably part of it.
Yeah, and I mean, this has nothing to do with that, but speaking of the hormones, like, why is it so hard for perimenopausal women like myself at 45?
You're 45. I thought you were 23.
Oh my god.
No, you're a good-looking 45-year-old, Beals.
Oh my gosh, thank
Damn. Okay.
To be
Sorry, that was a
able
very
to go
beta thing
in
to say.
and
I'm
say,
sorry.
"Hey doc, this is what's going on." Well, then they test your hormones, and they don't test all of them. They test like maybe the 4 big ones, and
well, that's
you're
because
fine.
hormones are
You're
super
fine.
complicated.
Well, I just think that if they're super complicated, then maybe we should be looking at that for our children that are transitioning.
Yeah. Scott clarified. He said, "Why is everybody bitching about the male to female, but not female to male?" I haven't heard a differentiation, Scott. I've heard trans just as a blanket, so I haven't heard a differentiation.
So male hormones, or just men in general, have more testosterone, and testosterone creates aggressive behavior
and the non-emotional existence.
He's saying, why are people complaining about trans when it's male to female, but they ignore it when it's female to male?
Well, that's what we're saying.
Right.
They have a boost
that...
of testosterone, so they're not emotional like men transitioning to women who have never maybe had that. I mean, they have in small doses, but they get that boost of that estrogen or whatever it is, and all of a sudden they don't know how to deal with it, because guess what? Women deal with that shit every day, and someone that's a man and becoming a woman is not going to know how to handle that.
Yeah.
I would say that
there's a reason why.
Yeah, exactly.
In the immortal words of Jay-Z, bitches be crazy. I mean, there is a. I'm just quoting the great philosopher and rapper Jay-Z.
I mean, yeah, can't go wrong there.
Can't go wrong there. Reason 12 why I'm single. Yes, Tom. What were you looking at, buddy?
I'm just looking across the room,
checking out your beautiful wife.
See what F-bomb's up to.
Hey,
she needed. Something.
Hey, this guy over here was checking you out. You want me to throw him out? I don't know. Is he hot?
No.
He's really hot when he's wearing a Christmas sweater and the nipples are cut out and he's got. That's some weird stuff, man.
These guys are so cute. You guys are missing out.
Missy said that you said what she was thinking.
What?
Corey said men can't deal with that kind of crazy. That's probably not wrong.
What
Corey,
kind of
you're
crazy?
absolutely right.
Women and their hormones and
men call women crazy. Well, they don't have to deal with that flood of hormones that flow through our bodies. I mean,
and you have your whole life to adapt to it, right? I mean,
no, I mean, there's so many different things in life. Like if you get pregnant, then this increases and that increases, and then you have a baby and that decreases and this decreases, but then it comes back up.
But I just mean as a general rule, right? Like as you grow from an infant to a young girl to a young woman to a woman, the changes and the increases and all of that are general and they're gradual and they're kind of evolutionary in how they take their effect.
Exactly.
You take a man that doesn't have any of that and now you start injecting him. There is no ramp up. There is a immediate conflict. It's like adding bleach and ammonia into a bottle together and expecting them not to react.
That's called mustard gas.
There you go. I love me some mustard.
Yeah. Actually, I had read somewhere a long time ago, way before any of this conversation, it was socially relevant. But I had read somewhere that the hormone changes that a woman goes through just monthly would actually kill a man, just because our bodies are not built for that kind of fluctuation.
Yeah.
And I mean, that was a biology thing I read a long time ago. It may or may not have been debunked by now. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Well, that's really funny because I was reading an article, I don't know, a month ago, and it talked about menopause. And do you know why they call it menopause?
Oh boy, I have a feeling there's something.
No,
There's a
do
joke
you know why
here.
they call it menopause?
I have no idea.
Because the phrase "mad cow disease" was already taken. Anyway,
that I had a feeling that was a setup.
Awesome. Missy said we're nailing it. That was obviously before the joke. This is not natural, make anyone crazy. It would make sense to make it crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it would make
Yeah.
sense that you have a confluence of mixing hormones.
Right.
And it would make sense to me that that would cause some level of
psychological variability,
psychological distress,
variability.
Yeah.
And then to what Scott said, yeah, it is more gradual. So think your wife, man.
Be nice to your wife. You have no idea what she's dealing with.
Right.
Yeah. What happened in Minnesota is horrible.
It was.
It literally is. You guys are both parents, right?
Oh yeah.
Like
Oh my
you
gosh.
think about that, like with the fact that my daughter, my youngest daughter at home is not in school anymore. She graduated last June. Like there was a sigh of relief for me, like, whew, I don't have to worry about that. But I still got to freaking worry about it because mentally ill people are doing mentally ill things all over the place, whether they're in school or at college or at work or on the street or on a bus or whatever.
I'm saying, yeah, there's still decades of worry to go.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah,
perfect. I'm going to give myself an ulcer. Andy said, Kevin, be careful. I can take you off the air. Just call me the FCC, the freaking cool censor.
That's funny.
Whatever, chowderhead. All right. You can't take me off the air. You can take all of us here off the air, but then you'd have to host. So Mama said knock you out. Okay. Listen, here's the bigger question. Is there anything that we can do as a society to better protect our kids in these situations?
There's been bad people throughout history. I mean, I don't think that we can ever do away with people that want to cause harm. I think it's something in their brain. I mean,
that's just part of the human experience.
Exactly.
It's not even human. It's primate behavior.
Primate,
I mean, when
yeah.
you get right down to it,
Yes.
like it or not, human
Yeah.
beings are primates and we behave like primates.
Well, I mean, I don't see a way out of it. Like there's always going to be bad people. That's just a fact of life. And all we can do is just prepare our children for the fact that not all people are nice. And something I've taught my children, which was nailed into my head as a kid, was situational awareness. And that's always being aware of your surroundings and constantly thinking, if this person does this, what am I going to do? And I know that sucks. It gives me horrible anxiety, and it did growing up. I don't pound it into my children's head quite like I got growing up, but it's always good to be aware of your surroundings. And I think that just the education of it can save lives.
Yeah. Lila said, if you want to fix this, one of the things you can do is take away the tools used to do mass shootings, and that's the guns. We need to actually talk about the tools used to commit these acts.
Yeah, I don't agree
So,
with that.
so let's ignore the 2A end of this just for a second.
Yeah. We're not
Because
doing
my
that.
my argument is, even if you took away all the guns, you're applying a Band-Aid to a shark bite. Because the root issue here is not the guns.
It's really not. They could have went in with there with a knife.
Or they could have driven a car into it.
I mean, come on.
We saw people in Cleveland. We saw a guy in Cleveland yesterday drive into a
Right.
bunch of people that were there to watch a parade.
Exactly.
But the issue is not the guns.
It's not.
The issue is
It's
the
a
mental
heart
health.
issue.
Yeah. Heart, mental health of the
Yeah.
people that are doing it.
Right.
And even if you took away all the guns, you still haven't addressed the issue. You've just put a Band-Aid on a shark bite. Like they're not like human beings are smart enough to find ulterior ways to do things that they want to do.
Right.
Um,
Exactly.
And secondly, I don't believe that removing guns does any good anyway, because I mean, look at our country right now. Fentanyl is an illegal drug. It's illegal.
And
you are
people
not
still
allowed to
do
have
it.
not only do they do it, it's rampant. Drive through West Bremerton. Fentanyl's everywhere. I could walk downtown right now and find somebody to sell me some fentanyl. and I'm a 54-year-old white dude that looks like a cop, and I could find somebody to sell me fentanyl on a corner in Bremerton. So banning things and getting rid of things does not alleviate the issue. There's greater systemic ills that are part of this. And you can fool yourself into oblivion that somehow if we just took the guns away.
Oh, is this a 2A conversation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we don't have a gun problem.
We do not.
We have a mental health problem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we do have a gun problem in the sense that some really whacked out mentally ill people are getting a hold of guns.
Right.
Well, then that's still a mental health issue.
That's
It's
a
not
mental
gun
health issue because if we were to make guns magically disappear, right? Like every gun on the globe, snap your fingers, poof, they're gone.
Yeah.
Then we're going to use vehicles. We'll drive a vehicle through a parade, or we'll build a bomb. Or I mean, there's
Kevin Nelson said in chat the events in 9/11 started with box cutters.
Exactly, Kevin. You're
right. I mean,
spot on.
So the idea of removing firearms magically does not magically make human beings less prone to violence.
Yeah. Some of us are dicks. Period.
Yes.
Yeah.
I dated a few of them. Anyway,
You dated a few dicks?
a few girls that were not. Well, the female equivalent thereof. Scott says he locks up his weapons. Scott, I'm glad you lock up your weapons. But again, and somebody else made a comment in there about securing your weapons. That would not have prevented this.
No.
That guy in Minnesota, that person in Minnesota was able to buy the guns legally. They had a shotgun, they had a handgun, and they had a AR. I believe they had an AR-15.
They had an AR, a shotgun, and a Glock and a revolver.
Yeah.
So they had a semi-auto handgun and a revolver.
Yeah. So, I mean, look, they bought them legally. You know, this is not an issue about securing your weapons. In fact, I'm completely against requiring weapons to be secured because I hate to break it to you. If you have your gun in a gun safe across from your bed or next to your bed, the bad guy is not going to wait to shoot you in the head while you take the time to unlock your safe.
No doubt.
What,
No doubt.
What we need to have a conversation about really is accountability, right? It's not that we need all these rules and regulations because you know what we need to have we need people to be personally accountable for their behavior, right? So if you own a firearm, you know, you should be accountable for where that firearm is and how that firearm's used.
Absolutely.
Right. So if you lock it up, fine. If you don't lock it up, but your home is secure, fine.
Okay. Yeah.
There's right.
Yeah. It makes total sense, Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure that drugs are illegal and they are banned, but somehow they keep getting into the hands of people.
And if you want my opinion,
and kids at that.
Yeah, and if you want my opinion, they shouldn't be. Again, if you want to use fentanyl,
there goes your
fine.
libertarian view.
But it's a question of accountability,
Ladies and
right?
gentlemen, this
Do what you
libertarian
want to
moment.
do. Just be accountable for your behavior.
This
And
libertarian
there's-
moment brought to you by
Nobody
Black
wants to
Ring
be
Spirits.
accountable for their behavior anymore.
Drunk?
No one's wanted to be accountable for their behavior for a long time.
No, I said this libertarian moment was brought to you by Black Ring Spirits. Drunk?
Oh, God.
No, I'm not
Okay.
drunk. I've only had one martini.
Yeah. You need another one, Tom.
Maybe during the break.
Okay.
Look, I Tom, I love you. I love everything about you except for your libertarian streak. Like
Oh,
I do.
love it.
I think
I love
you-
it, Tom.
I think you are one of the most genuinely nice, kind-hearted men I've ever met in my life.
Well, that's nice of you to say.
I think you're a glorious human being. I love you. But the idea of just saying let's make all drugs legal is insanely ludicrous.
No, I get that. I mean, society would never like function if we were to do that. I get that, but it's kind of an extreme example of we need to be more accountable for our individual behavior in society.
Right.
Right.
Okay, let me
do
give you the
what you
counter to
want to
that.
do. Do what you want to do,
Yeah.
but be accountable for your behavior.
Yeah.
But let me give you the counter to that, Tom.
Okay.
The counter to that is the shooter in Minnesota
Right.
was accountable for their behavior.
Right.
And they chose to handle their accountability by
Oh.
shooting themselves in the head after they'd killed those kids.
Right.
And they shot at those kids.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I agree with you. There has to be accountability. But when you're dealing with people who refuse to be accountable, who don't care what the accountability of that action is going to look like.
That's never going to change though, and there is no rule you're going to create that's going to change it for society.
Yeah.
Margie, I love you, Margie, but sometimes you make comments that don't make any sense to me. Margie said the increase in violent crime is the result of the evolution of the human brain actually imploding using AI. What?
What?
Okay, that's all I've got. Robert said if maybe society got the mental health treatment for that last trans shooter, it may have prevented the incident altogether. That too is harm reduction. So, and again, Lilat says, I didn't say take away the guns, but you have to deal with the guns. Again, I don't know how much more you deal with the guns now. Like, what more can you do with the guns? We've made it so you can't.
The Second Amendment's pretty freaking clear.
Well, and on top of that,
Well, and it's been clubbed like a baby seal.
Yeah, it
in
has,
Washington
especially
State.
in Washington. Yeah,
Yeah.
so bad.
Stop clubbing baby seals. Sorry. If
You're a raver.
No, I used to be a club DJ though.
Oh, okay.
If
no,
no, but what else can you do with guns? You've already reduced in many states, at least the clip size. You've gotten rid of fully automatic weapons. You can't have those. A lot of states are restricting or banning semi-automatic weapons. You have made it so you can't have them until you're 21. You put in red flag laws so that if somebody's even accused of domestic violence, they lose the right to own the weapon. If you get convicted of a felony, you lose the right to have a weapon unless you're Tara Simmons, and then you can, make buddy with some other representative who can get all your paperwork filed for you and be special because you're freaking Tara Simmons. But what more do you what more? And I'm asking this question honestly, Lila. Like, what more do you do with guns that you think is going to solve the issue? Because this person in Minnesota had no priors, no issues, was not on law enforcement's radar, had no prior accusations, no red flag laws, nothing. And they were able to pick up 3 weapons and then go shoot up a church.
Oh my gosh, I can't even argue the Second Amendment right now. You are so wrong. Okay. I happen to have a very extensive background in the Constitution, and you are very wrong.
Sean said you can have fully automatic weapons in non-socialist states. That's true. Yeah, I keep forgetting that when I talk about the gun restrictions, I'm really just kind of buried in what I deal with in Washington State.
Like I said, Washington has clubbed the Second Amendment like a baby seal.
And people just follow along thinking that that's the way it should be, but that is not what our founders intended by any stretch of the means.
But that's because the people like you, Beeler, who not all of you, like this is not an all of or none of.
Yeah, please don't do that. I don't like that.
I'm not saying that. But a lot of the people who believe like you had gotten to the point in this state where they said, I've had enough.
Yeah.
I gots to go. I'm going to go to Idaho or to Texas. Like, I'm going to bring up a name of somebody I absolutely love as a guy, and that's Marty McClendon. Love Marty. Think Marty's a stand-up guy, former radio guy. Him and I could sit around and talk for hours about everything. Just sharp dude, smart as a whip, had a great heart, great Christian, all of that, right? Even Marty couldn't stay here. It got to the point for Marty where he said, you know what? The state just doesn't self-equalize.
Right.
It just continues to tip to the left till it flips upside down. I got family. I got to go.
Yeah.
So not everybody. You're still here, obviously, or you're here. You've come back. You're here. Parker's here. Parker's one of those guys I would put into that category.
Right.
Of people who really believe this is whacked and he hasn't left.
Yeah.
But a lot of people have. And as we have this mass exodus of those people in this state, we just allow the other half of that equation to garner more power. It's why Michelle Calder is going to get her ass handed to herself in the senatorial race.
Kevin, I know that you think that, but there's a lot of people that don't vote in the general election or in the primary election that do vote in the general election. And
can I give you a piece of data to back up my claim?
Please do. Please.
Since the 2024 presidential election, there have been a number of other elections across the country for special elections, runoffs, fill vacant seats, all of that. Nationwide, Democrats are picking up 15% in those districts above where Kamala Harris got in the presidential election of 2024.
And yet we've had 4.25 million people defect from the Democrat Party and go to the Republican Party.
I was just going to ask, where are the statistics coming from? Because
I'll find the source. I hadn't planned to bring it up tonight because I hadn't been able to do a lot of research. I was going to bring it up next week,
right?
But just because of what Alicia said, and I don't disagree with you, Beeler. Like, I do believe a lot of people love the Democratic Party, but
I was going to say,
is that a long-term leave? I guess is the question. How many of those people left the Democrat Party because Joe Biden could not remember his name, and Kamala Harris was literally the singularly worst presidential candidate we've ever had, with the exception of Walter Mondale. Like, I mean, how many Democrats left the party for that and will go back if the Democrats, maybe they won't, pull their heads out of their ass and come up with a more moderate, viable candidate.
So, Kevin, I think you're one of the moderate Dems that is like the last of the holdouts, because I think most of your peers, if you will, the people that think kind of the same as you, have all thrown their hands in the air and either gone just moderate conservative Republican, or they've come to the party of common sense, as libertarians. But I don't think I think the people that have left the Democrat Party have left because the party has gone so far left.
You're exactly right.
Okay, you guys think so? I'll tell you right now. If Pete Buttigieg got the nomination, if Tulsi was still a Democrat and got the nomination,
See, you're talking about these people that are moderate. Well, AOC is not moderate.
If AOC got the nomination, I think you would see a large flow of people back to the Democrat Party.
No one's coming back for AOC.
You don't think so?
No. I really don't.
She is going to inspire a lot of young folks to vote, man.
She may do that, but she doesn't have the experience.
No.
She's got more experience than Barack Obama had.
When he was elected serving president. Drinks?
No, but she within government though. She's been a representative longer than Barack Obama was in Illinois.
But Obama and
Donald Trump had no experience.
It's the same thing as Kamala. I mean, at least Kamala was educated and was an attorney and understood the law. But she was still fucking dumb. Okay? It's the same thing with AOC. People are gonna see that.
I don't know if Harris was dumb. I think she was crooked.
She was dumb as a box of rocks, man. She was
dumb.
She was 3 Rubik short of a cube. that girl was dumb. I mean, and that laugh was horrible. She you know who she reminded me a lot of? Hillary Clinton.
Oh, yeah.
She just could not connect with people.
Yeah.
There was this air of elitism, and I'm better than you, and I know what's better. I know what. And
that's all your progressive Democrats.
But it is. But there is a skill of being able to connect with people. Like Obama had this skill. He could connect with people in a conversation and make you feel like he gave a crap about you. He probably didn't. He was an elitist just like the rest of them. But people could listen to Barack Obama talk, and they felt like, this guy gets me. This guy cares. Hillary, Kamala, neither one of them had that.
No, they didn't.
And they just repulsed people when they opened their mouth.
Right.
Kamala's best bet would have been if she never spoke, if she didn't go into those debates, if she just ran ads that were scripted and the narrative was controlled, she might have been able to beat Trump if she had just not gone off the cuff and had everything scripted and written out for her.
Yeah.
Same thing with Biden. Biden would have won re-election had he not gone to that debate. Because had he not gone to that debate, he wouldn't have been out in front of the entire rest of the country. His people could have continued to hide him under a blanket, and he could have re-ran for re-election.
I disagree. Because if he didn't come out and talk to the American people, he didn't give the American people a reason to vote for him. So there was no way Biden was going to win.
Scott says, okay, everyone, ignore how dumb Trump is. We're not ignoring how dumb Trump is. We've talked about how stupid Trump is all the time. The problem is Trump didn't try to market himself other than exactly what he is. Like, Trump for right or wrong, right?
He didn't claim to be something he wasn't.
And he doesn't have a bunch of people trying to shepherd him into a box he doesn't fit in.
Right.
Like, he is just him.
He doesn't have a handler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try to handle that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try to handle that. That's impossible.
West Side.
It's impossible. Meanwhile, people trying to make Kamala into something she's not. People trying to make Hillary into something she's not. People trying to make Biden into a cognizant, rational, knowing human being who doesn't wake up in the middle and the first thing he says is rum raisin ice cream.
Pancakes. Pancakes.
Like, look, Trump is a genius in the same way that Hitler was a genius. Like, everything he does doesn't work. It's not always good. It doesn't make you feel good and happy about it. But there's an element to their brains.
I'm so tired of everybody comparing.
No, I'm not comparing him to Hitler. I'm just talking about the fact that you can have people that do bad things that are still uber smart.
Yeah,
really,
no
really
doubt.
smart.
Without a doubt, you can.
What's up? Get in here really quick. Just for a sec, get in here. Sit on the
Is
couch.
that the Harbor Hot Dog guy?
It is the Harbor Hot Dog guys. I'm gonna rename that. Hold on. Get on that couch right there. Get on the couch.
They're back from the wilds of Blackberry Fest.
Oh my goodness. I've been following
Get
you
in
guys
real
on
quick. All
Facebook,
right.
and I'm like, I need to get back to Port
Tim,
Orchard
Gavin, what's happening?
Slide down that way.
just
a little
so
bit.
I can have one of those hot dogs. I
Take
still
that,
haven't
take
been
that
down
microphone
yet.
off so you guys can pass it back and forth. Just I haven't unmuted you yet, so go ahead and take it off there real quick. It'll just slide right off. There we go. What's up, guys? How you guys been?
Hey, how was the Blackberry Festival?
Talk right in the
Yeah.
microphone. Oh, hold on. Try it again. Try it one more time.
Oh,
Oh, try it again. Try it again. All right. Now try it again.
Hot mic. Hot mic.
There we go.
Hey,
What's going on, guys? Long time no see. How you been?
Good. How about you guys?
Good. How was Blackberry Festival for y'all?
Hot.
You can give them their camera.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, give them their camera so people.
Oh yeah, you guys are on the camera. Oh, let me bring them up. Hold on. There we go. Harbor Hot Dog Dudes. What's going on, guys?
Yeah.
I miss the heck out of you guys. With us not doing the Wednesday show, I don't get to come in and get hot dogs from you guys anymore.
It is what it is.
See, I have a hot dog several times a week for lunch.
Do you?
I
Rub it in.
seriously, I need to come down here and have a Harbor Hot Dog.
You need to have at
I've
least
seen,
one.
I've been following them on Facebook for years. Like I've just been
You
like,
need to try the Port
I
Orchard
need to
Popper.
go down there and
No,
get
the
some.
Rangoon.
Need to have the Hang 10.
Rangoon.
Is the Hang 10 still available?
Everybody needs to get our wieners in them.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys open tomorrow with it being a holiday?
No,
You're not.
because we're at Blackberry Festival.
Blackberry.
Oh, that's right.
Festival,
Blackberry
yeah.
Festival tomorrow.
What that they're closed on Mondays anyways. They take Monday. They don't work on Mondays, just like Heather and I don't work on Mondays.
Store isn't open. We're on the shipyards on Monday. He and I.
Oh.
So you guys work 7 days a week?
Pretty much, but definitely.
Wow, you need some employees.
They haven't, but they have awesome employees.
Hold on. Give it that microphone. You guys got to talk in the mic because the listeners can't hear you.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Just get close.
There you go.
Fa-la-lila. Fa-la-lila-lila.
It's a rich man.
Oh
Do you
my God,
goofball?
that
Do
was
you two
fantastic.
goofballs want to drink?
No.
No. Okay.
I just want to get you guys on for a minute because I love you guys. I love what you guys do. Your food is amazing. You guys got great staff down there. It's good to see you guys.
We love you guys. Thank you.
I saw you guys at what was the last event I saw you guys at? No, I saw you guys somewhere. Where did I see you?
Bridge Blast?
No, it was what was down on the waterfront last time?
Yeah.
No.
Tasty.
Which waterfront,
Oh,
Kevin?
the food truck Sunday, the food truck event that they did on the Bremerton waterfront.
Yeah, that was the Tasty Kids app.
Yeah, Tasty Kids.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. You guys did good. You guys had a lot of people out there getting your wieners.
I'm gonna come down Tuesday and get some wieners.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Beal, you want to wait till Friday?
What's Friday?
I'm off on Friday. I'll meet you down here for lunch and I'll buy you wieners.
Sounds fantastic.
Always wanted to
Let's
share a
do
wiener
it.
with you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
All right, man.
What wasn't there an Outlaw Radio disclaimer or some shit like that?
We don't do that anymore because we're not on AM.
Oh, okay.
F the FCC.
I don't know. You two and your yeah, whatever.
Hey,
What were you gonna say, Tom?
You two sharing wieners and stuff. Yeah, you keep that to yourselves.
Tom's just jealous. What's the special wiener of the month? Do you guys have a special?
Yeah,
wiener
what's the
going on
special wiener?
Oh, right now it's the Hang 10.
But tomorrow's the 1st
What's
of
on the
September.
Hang 10?
We just go every 2 weeks. So this was the first week of our new specials, Hang 10 and the Gertie.
Okay,
What's
can
on
you
those?
explain?
The Hang 10 is a spicy teriyaki mayo, jalapeno pineapple relish, and then pickled red onions.
Oh.
So
Gertie
good.
is toasted provolone, Heinz 57, mayo, sauteed onions, and serranos.
Oh, that
Also
sounds
serranos.
amazing.
Oh,
I
that sounds
love
really good.
that.
So good.
Do you have just like hot dogs with onions and sauerkraut?
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah. we
oh,
have all
okay.
that.
All right,
Oh, yeah.
cool.
Wait, you boring?
I'm super fucking boring.
Yeah.
I am a creature of habit, man.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right, I got a guest on queue. We got to bring on here in just a second. But I did. No, hold on. Before you guys go,
Don't go.
before you go, I just want to say how cool it is to see you guys. I don't get to see you much at all anymore, but it's really good to see you.
So we'll see you Friday.
We'll come down Friday.
Yeah.
And I'll order Beeler like a 3. The 3.
Oh,
dog
get the
special.
Harbor Flight.
The flight.
Yeah, the flight. So
Oh,
she can
the
try
flight,
like 3. She
yeah.
can try 3 different dogs.
Absolutely.
I love to try wieners. Let's try that out.
Perfect.
Yeah, we'll get as many in you as we can.
Yeah. So we'll get her one with a hot link.
Yeah.
The hot links are really good.
Okay, I
love
like
the hot
hot.
link,
I
yeah.
like spicy.
What's your
That's
favorite
good.
dog?
Oh.
Like your favorite? Do you prefer a broad or an Italian, or what's your favorite?
It just depends on the special.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that we pair our specials with the proper wiener.
There you go.
Is key.
That's the way to do it.
The brisket.
Very
It
important.
takes everything with the all.
Very
It
important.
doesn't go with the all beef.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't make it. But some
brisket
things
dog.
are just fine with the all beef, but spectacular. with the
Chicago dog with a
versus-
hot link, man. That's the way to go.
Oh yeah, a
Mm.
lot of
Yeah.
people like the Chicago with like a Polish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in Chicago.
Yeah. Well, you guys have one thing we don't have. You guys have Polish there, but Paul never shows up, so we don't have any Polish here. So
Damn.
it's good to see you guys. I love you guys very much.
We love you.
Glad you guys are doing
Good to
good.
meet you guys.
Thanks for stopping in for a sec. Those are our fine friends at Harbor Hot Dogs. You can find them on the ground floor at the Town Square Mall.
Bye.
Bye,
Stop
guy. Bye,
in,
Alex.
Tell them the Outlaws sent you, hump their leg, whatever you need to do, get some hot dogs. And Beals and I will come down here Friday and pick
Friday,
up some,
yeah.
Yeah,
Friday
that,
sounds
that,
great.
that was Alex and Guy.
Are you going to be here Friday?
Alex and Guy.
Yeah.
Are you going to be here Friday, Tom?
Yes.
Yeah, Tom, come have lunch with us.
Yeah, come on lunch with us.
F-bomb
We're
and
at
I'll
the top
both
of the
join you
hour.
for
Are we
lunch.
gonna take a break?
Make the little woman run the store while we're gone getting hot dogs.
No. We'll just close up and F-bomb and I'll join you for lunch.
Sounds great. No,
No.
Kevin was not me. I love that you're gonna come.
Now
I don't know what you're
Kevin's
talking
in trouble with F-bomb.
All right.
Whatever.
well,
I'm always in trouble with that bomb. There's a reason for that.
Can we take our top of the hour break?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
Just play along. Act like
Okay.
I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Oh, got it. Okay.
All right. So we're going to do our top of the hour bumper break. It'll be about 60 seconds. We come back. Ash Black.
Way more than 60 seconds.
Ash Black's going to join us along with a member of his band whose name I do not remember off the top of my head. But they have a really cool fundraiser coming up. We're going to talk with them for a few minutes, promote the fundraiser, what they're doing, why they're doing it.
You mean his band, The Devil in High Def?
Yeah, Devil in High Def.
Okay.
Yeah. And we'll talk about that, what they got going on. They got some other events coming up too. It's good to have Ash on the show, and we'll have Ash in studio here soon as well. So it's Outlaw Radio, 1 hour down. Take
7 to go.
Take a 60-second bumper break. We're back after this, right here on Outlaw. Just so we're clear, I didn't plan on playing this angry devil screaming music, so let's find something different.
Tell me that I'm still breathing. Tell me that I'm not fading now. I'm not fading out. Tell me that I'm not crazy. Help me to make sense of it all. To make
All right, Outlaw Radio, bumper break complete. We've given the crew a chance to go use the little boys' room and the little girls' room and get hour number 2 underway. Thanks for checking out the show, everybody. We appreciate it. Thanks again to our friends at Harbor Hot Dogs for stopping in. They don't normally open on Sundays, I don't believe, but they were here because they were at Blackberry Festival. And let me turn your mic on, Tom. They're at Blackberry Festival and had to bring their stuff back to the shop.
Well,
And,
they'll have to reload for tomorrow.
Yeah, gotta get ready for tomorrow. Hey, did you go to Blackberry Festival this weekend at all?
No, I've been here in the distillery all weekend.
I'm not going to go to Blackberry Festival though this year.
I'm not going to make it this year.
I'm not gonna
I've
make
got a full day tomorrow, even though work closed.
Yeah, I got too much stuff going on. Too much livelihood in K-Dog's life. All right, let's go to our video link. This is gonna be really cool. We don't do a lot of guests by video, but when we do, it's always really cool. We got 2 gentlemen joining us. I'm gonna bring you guys live on your camera, so just so you know, don't do anything obscene now. Bam! There they are. Ash Black of Afternoons with Ash Black joins us, and Ash, who's the person you got there with you? I want to get their name right.
Oh, this is my brother here, Mr. Matt. He plays bass in the Devil in High Def.
Try it again. Talk again now.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. This is what happens when Dennis is gone and I'm trying to run the show and the boards at the same time. This is harder than you thought. What's up, man?
What's up, everybody? This is Matt. He's my brother in blood, the bass player for the Devil in High Def. Matt also helped, actually did 98% of the footwork in putting together this big fundraising event that we're doing here on September 6th. But before we get into that, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for having us on the show, giving us this opportunity to come out and talk about what we're doing and, helping us help our community. So thank you. Thank you very much.
No, man, listen, thank you for doing what you do and getting out and doing the legwork. I saw you were down there at Doc Loves the Kids event, and you got your hands in a lot of stuff to help the community, man. I think that's really good. We're more than happy to support it. Matt, what's going on?
Not much. Just wanted to give a shout out to the guys at Harbor Hot Dogs. I was down at Blackberry Fest yesterday. I highly recommend the Midsummer dog. It is delicious.
What's on that?
I want to say, maybe they can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's cream cheese, some type of balsamic vinegar, and like some French onions. Pretty fancy.
I haven't had that one.
But it was made by a person who was caged at the time. It was really good. And on fire, I believe. I think that's what makes it the Midsummer.
Referencing the movie?
Yes.
Yeah. Where was that?
I think it was like a island in Norway.
Should be good if we stay out of Scandinavia in general.
Anyway, thank you, Harbor Hot Dogs, for all you do.
Yeah, they got some great food down there. Hey, Ash, really quick, before we talk about Riffs for Roughs, we're going to spend most of our time chatting about that. Can you tell the audience about Afternoons with Ash Black?
Afternoons with Ash Black it's a local television show. We try to cover a variety of subjects that are important, not just locally, but on a nationwide scale. My central focus is Washington State, but of course, we derive a lot of our guests from Kitsap County. So we have experts in a variety of subjects. Often we tackle, some pretty tough topics, but at the same time, it's a 24-minute long show. So we're often limited. We recently went into syndicated print. And so I want to thank my brothers and sisters over there at the Kitsap Smokestack for allowing us to do that. Afternoons with Ash Black it's a talk show that really has heart and tries to explore some of the topics that affect, every single person here within our county. And outside of Washington State as well.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, that's great.
You got your hands in a lot of stuff, Ash. Matt, don't let him fool you though. Like, he's a good guy underneath it all. He's okay. He's all right.
he's always got, you know, a couple irons in the fire, and you know, a couple. It seems like whenever I bring up a random topic, he's like, "Well, actually, when you know, a couple years ago, when I was doing this and this and this, it's like, oh, you were doing that." It's like, yeah, of course. You know, doesn't everybody do this? Yeah.
So you guys got a cool event coming up, Riffs for Roughs. So it was a concert to raise funds for the Kitsap Humane Society. So of course I've heard of Devil in High Def. I've also heard of Weirdos because our good friend Ty Yost from the Derby is the drummer for Weirdos. We'll be with him.
He's the drummer for Clutch Cargo.
Oh, you're
races for Weirdos.
Oh, Kevin was wrong.
And Weirdos Racing stole their name from the Weirdos.
You were wrong.
I was wrong.
Wrong.
Don't tell Ty I messed up on the founder of his fan club. So Weirdos be down there. Also the how do you pronounce
The
that?
Unsundered.
Unsundered. Sam Corey, Bend, and the Vista Cruisers. Talk about this event. Talk about the bands. Talk about the whole feel of what you guys are going for here.
Yeah, so I'm really glad that you brought Riffs for Roughs up, specifically all the bands that are joining us. We have a wonderful lineup, as you mentioned. We have the Weirdos joining us, a huge band locally, just loved throughout Kitsap County and the Greater Peninsula. In Washington, to my understanding. So we're really excited to have those guys out. You can't go to any venue around here and, you know, not hear somebody mention the Weirdos and just what an impact their music has had on them. Of course, the Unsundered, which happens to be Matt's other band. So those are fantastic guys. We really love doing shows with them. We've been playing a lot with them lately, and they're just a fantastic couple of guys. They're local as well. We'll kind of spread out actually, but two of them exist here locally. So their singer Forrest is, you know, right here in Bremerton. So I want to give a big shout out to him and the drummer Talon. We appreciate everything they do, Matt. Of course, you're a bass player, so you can go fuck yourself. You know,
man, the bass
I'll
player.
let Matt talk on some of the other bands, but I specifically want to say thank you to Sam Corey. She's been with us along this crazy ride for a little while, and the members of Bend. Their guitar player actually has been helping us record our upcoming EP called Circles. And so that's really tremendous. But Matt, why don't you give us a little info about some of these guys?
So I'll chat a little bit. Again, thanks for having us on. So this kind of started, as Ash said, I just joined up with this band like 4 or 5 months ago or something.
Yeah, we're going on.
Something like that.
Yeah, we've been dating for a little bit.
Going steady. I guess you could say it's getting pretty serious.
It's getting pretty serious.
We're co-hosting an event together, and there's a flyer.
Wow.
Yeah. So how this all started, so my friends and I, Talon and Forrest are their names from the Unsundered. Obviously we like rocking out, and we all like being involved in our community and whatnot. So again, this is no shade thrown at you guys, but we were like, hey, you know, like we don't want to raise, like we don't want to get into politics, like everything's so divisive, you know. So like what are two things that we feel like everyone can get behind? And it's, you know, number one, supporting animals, and number two, you know, fuck cancer. So last year we did 2 fundraisers for a 501c3 nonprofit out of Gig Harbor called Cancer Concierge. We raised a lot of money for them and rocked out. They did a very good job with those funds. They make a lot of wigs, and I had no idea. Like obviously, you know, insurance companies are kind of, well, not kind of, they are bastards, but a lot of the these gals who are going through chemo, you know, they want some decent wigs, and I had no idea like how much a decent wig costs, but it's like thousands of dollars. And like also like dermabrasion from like mastectomies and stuff, they don't cover any of that.
Yeah.
But we, as a music community here in Kitsap County, decided that's bullshit and wanted to rock out and raise some funds. So that leads us to our second point, where everyone loves animals. I have a dog. I would really like to help out more. I would like to foster animals and volunteer, but I know I'd end up with like 20 animals because there's no way I could give them back.
Mhm.
So I, I pitched this idea, and Ash knows some people at the Humane Society that he got us in contact with, and everyone there's been really great. I reached out to some of the folks that we know in the music community, and they were gracious enough to come and play with us. I want to give a shout out as well to Melissa at Bushel and Barrel Cider House. That's where the event's being held up in Paulsbo.
Melissa Cottrell, thank you so much for allowing us to put this event on at your wonderful facility. If you haven't been out to Bushel and Barrel, it's just a wonderful cider house. It has a family vibe. Petting zoo on
they just had
the
baby
grounds.
goats named
Wow, I love baby goats.
Yeah, but it was really cool because it just clicked, because once we reached out to her, she's like, yeah, absolutely, what do you need? I have all these connections. She actually is in a couple bands, but she sings for the Vista Cruisers, who are joining us. They have a really cool kind of surf rock vibe. Some of the bands that we didn't cover, I'll just give them like a little explanation for people that are listening. Sam Corey is a very awesome artist. She's really, I don't know if she's gotten out of the 90s yet, but one of her most recent songs is basically an ode to the movie Titanic.
Ew, I hated that movie.
Like whole rap about the X-Files, because she binge watched like the whole show. And
I understand she recently played on a show with the Crash Test Dummies too.
Yeah, she did.
Like the quintessential 90s band.
Yeah.
So
She's really cool, very talented. She actually, unfortunately, I couldn't make it, but she, at a venue in Tacoma, she had a male only wet t-shirt contest for one of her.
I kind of like this girl.
Were you there?
Tom would win that. Tom would win that.
Tom will win that.
Tom would win that. Yeah.
Well, anyway, yeah, and I really want to give a shout out real quick to the Humane Society in general. I've been working with them for a little bit now, really trying to raise awareness to their cause. We had Mr. Michael Bush on the show a couple months back, and unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to sit down with Dr. Jenna Bloomquist, but they have done so much for this community and for the members of this community that can't speak for themselves, in terms of creating an environment where folks can, bring their pets in and receive all of these services almost free, or, at a tremendous savings on the cost. And, anyone who has pets knows these are like members of your family, and the fact that they're able to do all this day in, day out. And I don't know if any of you follow their Facebook page, but the examples that come in daily of the type of work that they have to do over there is just incredible. They really need our help right now. And so do other organizations.
They're at full capacity,
like
right?
theirs across the country. They're all at full capacity right now. This is a problem that we've created, and the only solution is going to come from us as well. And for those of us who can't afford to give large donations, or maybe you don't have time to donate to causes like this in the form of volunteerism, one thing you can do is to show your support for this event. Like it, follow it, share it with somebody else that who takes pride in the joy of protecting our animal friends, and let folks know this is an event that's open to all. It's an all-day event. All the proceeds go directly to the Kitsap Humane Society. So we're really proud of what we're doing, and we're really proud of the work that they're doing over there. And of community partners like Bushel and Barrel, like the Humane Society for getting involved, partners like yourselves for allowing us to spread the word. We appreciate it so much. If you're at home watching this right now, consider donating to the Humane Society. All donations go, directly to them, and they go to causes that are absolutely fundamental to cities like our own, counties like the one we live in, states like we're in right now today. So
yeah, and I wanted to mention as well. So specific hours are 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. All day admission. I also wanted to mention there's some really awesome businesses in the community. We're going to be raffling off some stuff like Bigfoot's House of Vinyl.
I love it.
Yeah, they give us a $50 gift card right down there as well. Mystic Movement. Her name's Tasha. She made us this really awesome, I guess, basket box of. There's like the only one I remember. There's like a moss agate in there, but like a bunch of other cool candles and stuff.
Let's just say part
Yeah.
of your soul that you haven't spoken to in a long time. If
Yeah.
you win this particular gift,
And I always mispronounce her name. Her name is Yale, but she's a very talented artist. Her handle is the French Elk. She does a lot of really great artwork. She donated some art prints for us to raffle off. So there's just going to be a lot of cool stuff going on there. And again, all proceeds go to the Humane Society.
Yeah, so thank you to our community partners. Thank you for being involved in this effort, and thank you for giving us this opportunity to give back. We appreciate it so much. Thank you.
Hey, thank you for doing it. That's so amazing.
I think the thing I like the most about it too is it's an all ages event. So it's not one of those things where you got to leave the kids at home. You can take them out and have some
No,
fun.
and bring your puppies too, man. Bring your dog. If you want to bring your cat, bring your cat. Bring your parrot. And maybe come prepared to take a baby home. If you were thinking that you wanted to adopt, now's the time.
Will there be animals out there for adoption? Will there be animals that people can?
There will not. We explicitly asked about that, and they said it will not be an adoption event because, and for reasons unbeknownst to me, I'm assuming there's a lot of red tape. But that's totally cool. They said that they're going to bring a couple volunteers out and see if maybe they can get some animals out because they need socialization and stuff. But again, I want to say they have llamas there too. Melissa has all kinds of animals out there. And again, the baby goats are probably the biggest draw, like even more.
Baby goats with pajamas.
I would want to stress though, if you are coming out to the event, though there is animals on property, please be respectful of those animals and of the property while you're there. If you're not supposed to be feeding them your snacks, please don't do so.
Yeah.
These animals are precious to Melissa and her family. And, we're very, very thankful that we can do this there. She has been so gracious and cooperative along the entire way. And just, come out, expect to see some llamas. Get your llama party on, but just be respectful. Yeah. So
Sounds good. Hey guys, listen, we love you. I wish I could go to the event. I'd already bought tickets to a baseball game that night, so I can't make it, but I will come out to more of your events. I really want to see Devil in High Def live. I keep seeing you guys' stuff online and on Facebook, but I think I got to get out and see you guys in person.
Awesome. We'd love to have you. Ash will give you the the best seats in the house.
Yeah, I got you. We got you on the
Are you going to remember me? Because I might come down Wednesday.
Let's do it. Yeah, come on down.
She's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. All right, guys, we love you again. So the event is this coming Saturday, the 6th from 3 to 9 at Burchell and Burrell. So they're at 201 Northwest Beaver Ridge up in Paulsbo.
Yep.
Before you worry about trying to find it in Paulsbo, it's literally right off of 3.
It's right off the road.
It's not hard to get to, not hard to find at all. It's a great place. It's kind of set back a little bit, which makes it nice. It's a really cool venue for this kind of thing.
It comes up quick, but it's literally right off the highway. So you just want to keep your eye out while you're headed that direction. But yeah, I mean, it's probably 10 minutes north of Silverdale. Very easy place to access. They've got plenty of parking. It's a wonderful facility. It's going to be an outdoor event, so come prepared to relax and have a good time. I'd love to shake your hand if you're out there. So
is this a situation where people should bring like their own like lawn chair or something? Is there like
So there is going to be limited seating. It's my understanding that up there. So there's grass. You can bring blankets, your own lawn chairs.
Perfect.
So this being Western Washington, we also do have a contingency plan. So like there is also an indoor venue we can utilize.
Oh, it's not supposed to rain though. We're good. We're good.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying the one we did last year, it started thunderstorming at 8:00. So we're glad that we had that option.
Awesome.
So yeah, we'll make it work, whatever the weather is.
Matt, Ash, we appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming on for a little bit. Thanks for promoting the event.
Hey, good to meet you guys.
And more importantly, thanks for doing the event, right? Thanks for putting in the time and the energy. You're not going to make a paycheck out of this. You're just doing it for your community, and I love it when people do that. So thank you guys.
When people do that. So amazing.
We love it. It's so important to give back. I think, it's the most important thing that a person can do is try to give back. And, it really just fills my heart with gratitude to be able to sign on to a cause like this and hopefully to have an effect. Like I said, it's more about the help that's needed than the help that can be given. So, I hope if you're watching this right now, to anybody who sees this message, please take a moment to consider what we're trying to do here and get involved. This won't be the last charity event that we do. And we're really trying to make an impact here, not just for the local scene musically, but also in the way that we operate. We want to make sure that we're giving back. And the only way that we'll be able to accomplish that is with your help. So
great.
On out and have a good time.
Yeah.
Awesome. Ash, we got to get you down in person for a show too. So we were going to do that tonight, but we had some hiccups. So we'll touch base and get you back down here in person. You bring Matt with you if you want to.
Cool.
And we'll hang out. Guys, thank you so much. Again, it's Riffs for Roughs coming up on Saturday, 3 to 9 out at Bushel and Barrel. A whole bunch of live bands. There'll be food, all ages events. Come on out, support it, support the Humane Society, and really just support local live music, which there's never too much opportunity to get out and support local live music out here. So there's some great bands in the area. So thanks, guys. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Yeah. And before I go, check out Afternoons with Ash Black. Make sure to follow it at home. And big shout out to my guys over at Carpet Recovery. They're our sponsor, and we really appreciate them. Make sure if you need some carpet work, you give them a shout. Let them know Ash Black sent you, and you'll get a big discount.
Awesome. Carpet Recovery, right?
Carpet Recovery, my friend.
When is Ash Black? Where do people? What time and where at?
Oh, so you can find Afternoons with Ash Black on YouTube. We also air weekly on BCAT, which is Astound. Yeah. I think it's channel 3 and Wave channel 13. But that's every Tuesday at 12:30. You can just TiVo it, and that way you'll be sure to never miss an episode.
Put on the DVR.
That's okay. Yeah, just pop it in your little DVR there.
There you go. Thank you, guys. We love you guys. Check out Afternoon with Ash Black as well. And again, Riffs for Roughs on Saturday, 3 to 9 out of Bush and Barrel and Paulsville. Thanks, guys. We love you.
Thanks.
There they go. All right. See, musicians are way cooler than we are. Let's just be honest.
Cooler.
They're so much cooler than we are. They really are. They're way cooler than we are.
Super cool.
But no, listen. These events are an opportunity for you to support something without you really having to support it. You know what I mean? Like, they're not at. Can you cut a check? They're giving you an event to go to enjoy, and the money you pay to go to the event goes to support the thing. So you're not just doing something out of goodness of your heart to support something. You actually get a cool experience out of it. Bush and Barrel is a great spot for this kind of an event. So go check them out. Like they said, it's just 10 minutes north of Silverdale, right off, just literally off of 3. And a good chance to come out and support a good cause, support live music, which again, there's so many good live local bands out here. It's a great event. And again, I happen to love Ash, like everything he does, being active in the community, trying to make a difference, trying to make an impact.
It's so important.
Yeah.
So
and there's
important.
not a lot of people that do it, and some people do it for their own gain, like what are they going to get out of that?
Right.
Not talking about anybody in particular who ran for mayor one year against Patty Lent. I'm not going to mention your name, Todd. But listen, what Ash is doing is Ash isn't looking for a comeuppance on the backside of this. It's just, how do I get my hands dirty?
Yeah.
How do I do something to help?
Right.
Where do you need me? How do I serve? And that's cool.
Those are my people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's cool too that he's on that the element of the music scene too, which is how do we mobilize the music scene to make a difference in the community?
Mhm.
And there's a lot of bands that want to play and a lot of causes that need caused.
Yeah.
And so Ash is going to unite those two. What are we going to do? Let's get some of these bands together and get some money for the Humane Society. There's been a real deep need. We talk about the homeless crisis. There's been a real deep need for animal assistance, especially in some of these homeless situations, right? And a lot of these people are homeless, can't afford medical care for their pets. But the things that keep them from losing their freaking minds is the fact that they've got a pet to love on. They got a dog that they love that looks out for them.
Mhm.
And so any assistance we can give to the Humane Society for low-income families, for homeless families, for adoption, for immunizations, for shots, for vaccines, for rabies, all that stuff, right?
Right.
Why wouldn't we? It's the better part of who we are as a community. So thanks to both of them for getting behind that. Thanks to all the bands. Again, Weirdos, Unsundered, Devil in High Def, Sam Corey, Bend, Vista Cruisers. Again, they're not coming out for some big cash paycheck to come out and play the show. They're coming out to support the community, which is nice. So
it's beautiful.
Good for them. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to segue really quick. I want to read some numbers to you guys.
Okay.
I was doing some research because we keep hearing about how bad Washington State is, right? How bad is it to live here? How bad has it gotten because of Democrat policies? And what I always hear is Republicans are like, oh, it's awful and the taxes are too high. We're all going to die, blah, 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 right? And the Democrats are like, well, we need all these things because it makes us a better place to live. And because we do all these things are better here. So I figured I would get some numbers together. So I'm going to read this to you. So what they came out with a
Who's they?
I'm going to get there.
Okay.
U.S. News and World Report came out of a rankings of the best states to live in Washington State.
Huh?
Okay. Sorry, best states in the nation. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm trying to multitask. So they came out with the best states in the country to live in. And Washington placed 10th according to their rankings. Now, you might think, well, that's freaking joyous. That's good. Maybe the Democrats are onto something, right? But let me read you some of the background numbers. In affordability, Washington ranked 47th out of now. I'm not Obama, so there's not 53 states. Out of 50 states, Washington was that a good shot. Washington ranked 47th, mainly due because of the high cost of living and the high cost of housing.
Yeah.
So out of 50 states, we're 47th.
Which is not great.
For the first time ever since they started doing this, Washington fell out of the top 10 in business-friendly environments, now ranking 14th because of high operational costs.
Right.
As one of those business owners, I think we need to be a little further down on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they said 14th.
I think that's I think that is unrealistic and overly optimistic.
In K through 12 education, we have now dropped into the lower half of the states. That means we're lower than 25 because we have poor performance in student reading and math proficiency. So now we're in the bottom half. So this overtaxed state where we taxed on everything and we have the lottery and the money's supposed to go to
spend
education.
so much money per student. Yeah.
And weed sales were supposed to go towards education.
And lotto.
And
Yep.
lotto is supposed to go to education.
Do you happen to know what the tax is on weed?
I don't know because
It makes me feel not so bad about the 20.5% that alcohol is taxed. Because cannabis happens to be 37%.
It's insane.
37%.
And that's kind of what alcohol is too, right? When you buy alcohol, there's a really high tax on alcohol when you buy it.
20.5.
20.5%. Marijuana's taxed even higher.
Why aren't our students performing better? 37%.
Yeah. And it's a great question. Like it's proof that you can't tax something into resolution, right? Like you can't be, well, we're just going to tax you more and that'll fix the problem. That clearly hasn't worked with the educational system in this state.
Right.
Hasn't worked. Hasn't worked at all. And all it's done is tank the affordability. So according to U.S. News and World Report, there are 3 things we do well in the state of Washington. One is infrastructure. We're ranked 7th in the U.S.
What do they mean by infrastructure?
Yeah, I don't.
Infrastructure is roads, bridges, all that.
Okay,
No.
we have some of the shittiest roads. We have some of the shittiest roads in the nation.
Well, I was going to say, being high on the list of infrastructure in this nation is like being the smartest kid on the short bus. Like, it's not like it means we're excelling. It just means we don't suck as bad as a lot of other states. Like, we still suck, but we're not as bad as a lot of other states. Natural environment. Okay. So we're ranked 7th in the U.S. in natural environment. I don't know what natural environment means. If it's because we live in a beautiful state, I would argue there's not 7 states, there's not 6 states ahead of us. I think Washington is maybe with Alaska.
Yeah.
But Washington is the most beautiful state.
It really is.
In this, and Idaho can't compare because they don't have the ocean.
Right.
Oregon can't compare because there's too much granola. Alaska and Washington, 1-2, 2-1. Call it what you will. But Colorado's gorgeous, but there's no ocean. And the diversity is cool. And then higher education in this state, we've ranked 3rd nationally in higher education. Again, UW is a phenomenal university. Their medical program is second to none.
We also have one of the best law schools in the nation with Eastern.
Yeah, Eastern's got a good law program.
They have a fantastic law program.
I don't know. I'm not saying they don't.
I mean, and I'm a cougar, and we have a great.
But what you do in your free time
there.
is totally up to you.
Wow, and I was
what?
totally
You're not wrong there. But I would just say that Washington State has a really great veterinarian program as well. They're
Was it?
nationally ranked. Yeah.
Yeah, I had considered when I was a high school student, I was going to go pre-med for veterinary science.
Nice.
But I couldn't afford vet school.
Yeah, I can't science. So
As a Husky supporter, this Wazoo moment brought to you by Tom and Beeler. You know the biggest lie told on the Wazoo campuses?
Oh boy.
No, really, I was just helping that sheep
Kevin
over
thought.
the fence. Just helping that sheep over the fence.
Shut the hell up.
Anyway, so overall, the numbers out of this: Washington ranked 10th as the best state in the United States, according to U.S. News rankings. They were 8th in 2024, so in a year they dropped 2 spots, predominantly because of the reduction in affordability and in the business-friendly environment and the K through 12. Now, this is what they said. Despite their strong performance in some categories, the state of Washington's cost of living and business expenses are significant factors that have pulled its overall scores down in recent years.
Well, that and this ranking is kind of some horse shit as far as infrastructure goes because we don't have good roads.
We don't.
Again, I don't think they're saying we have good roads. I think they're just saying our roads don't suck as much as most other states.
Okay.
And I don't know if that's true or not. I mean,
I'm just gonna say, like, I would love to know where Ohio is ranked in that because Ohio, like you guys know, I hated it. Ohio sucked. But they had their infrastructure down. I mean, not just the roads and the highways and stuff. They had their shit down for the percentage of the population within an area. Like, there was a grocery store nearby. There was, it was Ohio. There was fast food on every corner. It was disgusting. But and you would just like drive 10 blocks and then there would be the same ones again. So they definitely played to their community.
I believe there's a direct correlation to impoverished communities and fast food restaurants.
No,
the poorer the community is, the more
even
fast food there is.
No, not anymore.
I can't even remember the last time I had fast food.
Now, so this when was this ranking published? Because
this year, it's the 2025 numbers. I don't know when this year, but this year.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so the thing that
recently
gets me thinking, right? Because Alicia's talking about how, in like Ohio, you've got a grocery store every so many blocks, or a fast food restaurant every so many blocks, whatever.
Yeah.
It's been this year that companies like Kroger and Target and other big retailers are pulling out of parts of Washington State.
Right.
Because of our crime problems,
right.
because of our high cost of living, driving crime, etc.
Yeah.
So have we dropped on the list more since it was published?
Well, again, we're down from last year, but have we dropped since this one came out? We won't know that till next year.
Yeah.
Right.
One thing that surprises me is that crime is not mentioned in the numbers that I got a hold of. There was not a lot of reference to the crime data.
Right. I mean, we're last for law enforcement in the country for numbers of law enforcement officers per capita. We are
because
dead
nobody
last.
wants to work it. Nobody wants to work it. You have to give props to the people that do, that show up every day.
Yeah. But we don't give them enough resources though.
Right. Well,
and then we criminalize them when the cops are the bad guys. They all cops are bad movement, all that crap.
Well, yeah, until you need help.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I would never be a cop. And it's because
that's all I ever wanted to do when I was growing up.
Well, how come you never became a police officer?
I had my daughter and my outlook completely changed on life. Yeah. She saved my life.
You'd have been a badass cop.
I would have been a great cop.
Although men wouldn't have complained when you put them in cuffs. They've been like, please.
I mean, not many men do, so that's totally fine.
Arrest me again.
This is a family show, you two.
Robert says Washington is also the most unreligious state on the West Coast.
I believe that.
World Population Review. Yeah, I'm not shocked. I mean, we're far more liberal in this state than Oregon. Because a bulk of Oregon is like Eastern Washington, more conservative. Once like for Oregon, it's Southern Oregon and Eastern Oregon. In Washington's Eastern Washington. And California, for all the crap California gets, you get north of San Francisco and you get east of Fresno, and those are some pretty conservative areas in California.
They really are.
So, California gets a lot of crap because of how liberal they've gone, but they're only really liberal in the Bay Area and in SoCal.
And LA.
Well, that's most
and
of the
San
population.
Diego.
But that's SoCal though. The LA and San Diego.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's that,
Yeah.
Beals?
That's where the population's made up in those
Right.
states. It's
Yeah.
just like King County here.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So I don't know if these numbers make anybody feel any better or any worse about the state of the state. I would expect in 2026 we're going to go from 10th to 13th.
I
think it's going to be lower.
I think it's going to be lower than that. I think we're already below 13.
You think so?
I think things have changed. Well, I mean, part of it is who's analyzing these statistics, right? And what's their slant, what's their agenda, what's their worldview.
We should come out with on this show. We should list the best cities in Kitsap to live in.
I already know the answer to that.
We should do that. We'll do that on a future show. We'll compile our own individual lists, top to bottom. And no, Silverdale is not a city.
It's not.
No, I think we should include it though, because it's not an official city, but it certainly is a place where people live, right? So
I used to own a house.
You already know my answer. This is my home.
You're going to say South Kitsap?
I'm going to say
You can say Port Orchard?
Yeah.
As the best place in the county to live?
It's my favorite place to live.
So Rick says there's only 4. There's only 4 cities, but again, I would consider Silverdale as an area to live in.
It definitely is, yeah.
I think you'd have to consider Kingston.
Well, then you have to do, okay, does Olalla count?
I mean, and then you have to look
People
at...
in Olalla can't count. What are you talking about?
What about Gorst?
Gorst is Bremerton.
Then you have to look at the proximity of Puerto Vallartas to where you live.
Oh, Beals.
Hold on.
I know.
You need better Mexican food than Puerto
Oh, stop
Vallarta.
I was just going to say, like, Puerto Vallarta is not bad.
Oh,
But
I love their chips and
I would much rather have that food truck that's up at Sedgwick all the time.
I haven't had it yet.
Oh, you are missing out.
Beals, come on.
And you got to go check out Los Cabos. If you want really good Mexican food, go to Los Cabos in Bremerton.
Okay, listen.
It's really good Mexican food.
Whatever you say.
Montezuma's is good.
As far as what's available here.
Montezuma's.
Oh, have you had their the mocajito?
Mocajete.
No, I haven't
Mocajete,
because
thank you.
I am a creature of habit and I order what I know I'm going to like, which is usually a taco or an enchilada.
So we need to do an outlaw dinner where all the outlaws go out to dinner together. We'll all go out to Montezuma's and I'll get you the mocajete.
Montezuma's is okay too.
Which is, yeah.
The one there in Silverdale?
Well, Silverdale or Gig Harbor.
Okay.
Yeah, but the mocajete is really good, and it's basically like this stew. It's got like you can get it with beef and chicken and shrimp. Oh,
Okay,
it's so
well,
good.
if we're doing stew, we need to go when it's cold because
Oh yeah. Well, but then you put it in tortillas and it's good stuff.
okay, well, I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, Robert says if Kingston counts, so does Silverdale. So we have to. So I'll come up with regions, right? So we'll do.
What about Hansville?
Oh, that's a great question. What about
Hansville is
Hansville?
very
'Cause
separate from Kingston.
They are so separate from Kingston. And then the same thing with Port Townsend.
Port Townsend's not in Kitsap. It's
Port
not in
Townsend's
Kitsap.
not in
It's in
Kitsap?
Jefferson County. You said
By the way,
Kitsap.
that's one of my favorite cities in all of Washington State.
Port Townsend's not. No,
Port
no. What am I
Townsend is
thinking?
not
I'm sorry, Port
Kitsap.
Gamble. I was thinking Port Gamble.
Yeah,
Okay.
Port Gamble.
Yeah, Port Gamble.
Port Gamble's
Super
gorgeous,
cute.
man.
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
super cute.
But
God,
it's not a city.
I went to my friend
It's a
Ron.
wide spot in the road.
My friend Ron got married to his fiancee Trish up in Port Gamble, and I hadn't been up there in forever, and I went up there and just fell in love with that. Like,
Yeah, it's
I had
beautiful.
unlimited income. I'd buy a house over the water out there, and
Yeah.
I would just live there forever.
Port Townsend's one of my favorite cities in Washington.
And Kevin Nelson asks a good question. What about Manchester?
What about Manchester?
I mean, I think that's
I like
grouped with Port
Manchester.
Orchard.
You
I
think it's Port
mean, I
Orchard?
think so.
What?
Right.
So Olalla's part of Port Orchard too.
Absolutely.
But Port Orchard's
No,
not that
I
big.
can't lump.
It's separate.
I can't.
What?
Olalla Purdy.
Can we just go by legislative
Keepan.
district then? Let's do that.
No, Olalla,
by
Purdy,
district.
Keepan are all one area, like South Kitsap, because it's so much different. It's
Well,
so
Keepan is
rural.
Pierce County.
Is it though?
It's so rural. It's different than Port Orchard proper, I would think. Wouldn't you?
I mean, the size of Port Orchard is tiny, but
The city
the
limits.
community that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
the
it's
community as a
sprawls.
whole is all
It sprawls
South
pretty good.
Kitsap.
Yeah.
Robert says Bremerton has the highest crime rate in the county. I can believe that.
They do. Port Orchard's right behind.
Speaking of crime rates, did you guys see that Ace Haynes
I forgot about it.
was convicted?
Hold on, we got to be
Yeah.
sensitive because that's Rick's buddy.
Oh,
And I don't want to Rick's nose in the fact that his bestie is looking at some significant jail time. I also tried to find write-ups about it. I couldn't find anything on news cycles about it.
Well,
So
I
if
mean,
anybody has a link,
he
I'd love to
hasn't
see
been
it.
sentenced yet. He's just been convicted.
God, what a whack-a-mole.
What was the conviction for?
I believe it was assault too with a weapon.
Yeah.
Does that mean I'm not going to meet Ace anytime?
He
soon?
threatened
I don't
somebody with a
think you
shotgun,
are.
is what I heard.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, there was a firearm involved.
there was a firearm involved, so
Oh,
he's getting
yeah,
that.
it's gonna be a
Yeah.
while.
I'd love to say his political career is now over, but it was never really started to begin with. That dude could not win an election if they were trying to elect a one-legged man for an ass-kicking contest, and he was the only person that entered the race. He was still lost. Rick is sad that you reminded me, Beeler. Listen, Ace is
Rick, I had to. It was information given to me. I had to put
and
it
it's
out there.
news. I mean, this is a guy that's run for office in the North End more times than I can count. Assault 2 with a firearm enhancement.
Yeah.
Thank
you, Robert.
Thank you, Robert.
Yeah.
Listen, they're stupid, and then there's Ace Haynes. There's dumb, and then there's Ace Haynes. And Rick, my thoughts and prayers go out to you.
I hope you
I'm
get over
sorry,
losing
Rick.
your best friend, buddy.
Like if
I'm
Tom
sorry,
was
Rick.
suddenly
I don't
arrested
know
and
what-
looking at
So
jail
sad.
time, I would
What?
feel lost. I would feel sad. I would mourn my buddy who's going to have to go in and become somebody's wife in the
Whoa,
Hooskow.
whoa!
And so I can't imagine how you feel, Rick, and how hard it's going to be for you to have to say goodbye to your buddy for a little while. But
How the hell is it? I got to be the group jailbird.
I was just thinking about who my friends are, and you're here. I mean, if Beeler went into women's lockup in Purdy, I would have a whole different feel about it because
What would you feel, Kevin? Tell me what you feel.
I've watched enough adult movies to know that women's prison's a whole different thing than men's prison. So we'll just leave it at that.
I would go insane with all the estrogen. In
I know
there.
you would. You would lose
I would be
your
like,
mind.
please, for the love of God.
You would identify as a man just so you could go to men's prison. That's what you would do. And by the way, if people were if people were smart, that's exactly what they do. If I was going to prison, the first thing I'd say is, I identify as a woman. You better send me to women's prison.
As someone who worked in a prison and also detention and corrections, I will tell you that my least favorite area to work was the sex offender unit because they are much worse than a bunch of bitches.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Rick said he was trying to get me off of the nickname that you hated, but he said not now. Not now, Beal.
Hey, Rick. Hey, Rick. I love you, buddy. Stop.
Robert said Ace is so stupid that he assaulted someone at the Republican County Convention, a place where probably 50% of the attendees are armed.
Yeah, no doubt.
But here's the problem, though. Here's the problem, Robert, is that even though 50% of the people were armed, nobody shot him. And that speaks to the restraint of Republicans that are armed.
Well, they knew he was just a joke. That's
Yeah.
all it was. Yeah.
He's a peach.
Oh, but is this where the assault with the shotgun happened?
No.
I
Or
don't
was
think
this a
so. I
separate
think this is
assault?
a separate event.
I think the event. Rick, help us out.
I am
I think
so
he was
uninformed about
outside
the
a
ways of Ace
outside of a Safeway or a store or something. Was a retail. I'm not muted. He's not. I can't be muted.
Rick's
If he can
just-
hear you guys, he can hear me.
He's just commenting on how he's ignoring Kevin.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. But Rick, fill us in because and honestly, I think it was outside of a grocery store or something that he had an altercation with somebody in the store and then left, went out
When he got
to his
maced.
vehicle,
filled
got
with
his shot. He got filled with mace at the Republican thing.
Oh my gosh.
Um,
I've been pepper sprayed twice in my career. It is
that was part of training,
so
right?
yeah,
Like
training.
you weren't pepper sprayed by somebody who had an issue with
Yeah,
you.
it
right?
was during training, yes, and it was incredibly painful, but I recovered really quick because I'm awesome like that.
Just remember, folks, chloroform is another way of saying I love you. Rick said he thought it was a gas station. Yeah, maybe it was a gas station. I just knew it was like a retail-based environment. He had an altercation with somebody, went out to his vehicle, got his shotgun, and went back in. Like, if you had your shotgun in the heat of the moment and like you get pissed off, but it's a whole different level of just tomfoolery to be like, oh, I'm going to go out to my car, get my shotgun, and come back into the gas station.
Okay, well, I think
retail,
this
whatever.
just speaks to the discussion we had earlier about mental health issues and, controlling that access, I guess.
I think it's only a matter of time before Republicans accuse him of being trans. That's my thought.
I've never met the guy. I just know in 2020 when he started all this nonsense, I was like, who is this douchebag?
I haven't had the pleasure of meeting him either.
Yeah.
Who is the douchebag? I think that's a great question that we should all ask when it comes to Ace Haynes. But Ace, I hope you get the help you need. I'd like to recommend you start with electroshock therapy. Because that guy is literally he's Rubik short of a cube.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing, by the way. Robert said Ace has multiple cases. He also showed up at Cascade Natural Gas with an AR-15. He also threatened a neighbor contractor that was building a fence on the property line.
Oh, jeez.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna leave it at that. I got nothing. I literally have nothing.
Sorry, Rick. I had to bring that up.
The other thing I wanted to
Thank
bring
you,
up-
Robert,
yeah.
for letting me know about that.
Yeah. The other thing I wanted to discuss really quick. So they had a big rally at Gasworks Park yesterday.
Oh yes.
And it was a Christian rally, and they had a preacher who they said is controversial, and people were really pissed. And so Seattle Police Department had to add an extra officers, and protesters were going to show up. And nothing happened. I mean, there was a lot of people protesting, but there was no violence. Nothing happened because when you get a whole bunch of Christians together, there's not usually a lot of violence.
Well, I would say that they also had backup there because it was expected that they were going to have issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand why a Jesus march at a Seattle City Park is an issue.
I'll tell you what the issue is.
Please
It's
tell us.
because some people believe that the First Amendment only applies to them and not to everyone. That's exactly what it is.
So here's what a Capitol Hill resident said. I think it's definitely provocative. Out of all areas you could do that, you would do that in this neighborhood specifically. This is when they're at Cal Anderson Park. Another Capitol Hill resident said, quote, I find it very offensive to come here to a place that's very LGBTQIA LMNOP friendly. I added the LMNOP myself. I know my community, and I know that the people here in Capitol Hill are coming from a place of love. God, this pisses me off. The idea, well, we can have LGBTQ rallies.
Yeah.
We can have gay and lesbian rallies.
Right.
We can have all kinds of rallies for all kinds of groups: minority rallies, black rallies, Mexican rallies, all lives matter rallies, all these rallies. But if Christians decide they want to have a rally, well, then suddenly we're going to lose our minds.
Yeah.
Look, there's some lousy Christians in the world. There's some lousy Christians.
There really are.
There's also
I've
some
met
lousy trans folk and some lousy African American folk.
There's
and
just
some,
lousy people.
Lousy
Yeah.
people.
It's
Exactly.
that, it goes back to that heart thing.
Yeah.
People just don't have good hearts sometimes.
If you don't like the rally, then don't go.
Right.
I don't understand why we want to attack Christians.
Yeah.
Why Christians are the bad guys. By the way, when we talk about people that are out there helping the homeless, a lot of them are church-based people.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about people out there helping people in need. A lot of them are church-based people.
Well, but this is the point that I'm most of this division I blame on mass media, on legacy media. You know, it's like there's this finger pointing that goes on, and you know, there's this idea that, okay, there's two lines of thought in the country, and you know, there's the stereotype of the left and there's the stereotype of the right, and anytime either of those groups is going to do something, mass media is going to draw attention to it and try to create a stink, because that drives viewership and that drives advertising revenue, etc.
Mm-hmm.
So it behooves, you know, large corporations to continue to drive this social wedge.
Yeah. And listen, I don't. Robert said in the chat that the pastor's controversial because he's spoken out against the transgender movement. I don't know why that hasn't influenced anybody. Like, people are allowed to believe what they want to believe.
Yes.
And if you are Pastor Schmuck Boy, whatever, and you believe that eating watermelon seeds will impregnate you with watermelons, more power to you. Believe what you want to believe. It doesn't make it right, doesn't make it true. And I'm not saying that he is or isn't right. I'm just saying it doesn't matter. Like, we spend so much time as people in this country now dug in to our echo chamber. I want everybody around me to think exactly like what I think and believe exactly what I believe. And if you don't believe what I believe, then you're a horrible human being and you should go to hell, and you're not allowed to rally or protest or do anything because you think differently from me. And that's a problem with this makeup of people in our society today. You can't think differently or you're a bad person. And we have to get away from that. Like, we really do.
Yeah.
I think if you are anti-Christian and you hate Christians and you think Christians are bad people, you should go to the rally.
Yeah.
Like, you should go there and listen. What are they saying? What am I hearing?
But that's the problem. No one listens anymore.
Oh, I know. That's right. My point.
I mean, you know, they'll go to the rally, but they're not going to use their ears. They're going to use their mouth.
Right.
Right. And I mean, both sides of this argument are guilty of that.
Yeah.
You know, no one wants to go and actually learn anything. You know, that the idea of a discussion isn't to change minds. The idea of a discussion is to exchange information.
You know who I thought for sure I was going to hate when I met him the first time?
Who?
Jesse Young.
Why?
I just thought I was not going to like the guy. He's very conservative. Very, like, he's a very red Republican conservative dude. And I thought, there's no way I'm going to like this guy.
Okay.
And I came out of that conversation with him and absolutely love the guy. Like, I don't agree with everything.
No,
but I'm able to hear where he comes from and what he thinks and why he thinks it.
Yeah, you know, I've sat and talked to Jesse before, you know, outside the show, and yeah, he doesn't ram anything down your throat.
Yeah,
I miss my brother.
It's very hard to hate people when you have a conversation with them and you have had a dialogue.
You know, the other side of that coin, Hanny Baxter. I love Hanny to death.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And you know, I've sat and had conversation with Hanny too. There's 180 out from Jesse, and neither one of those people try to cram their ideals or their beliefs down your throat.
Yeah,
you just sit and talk.
I just saw her. I had a Seroptimus meeting Tuesday, and we were going around introducing ourselves and telling each other our nicknames, which my nickname is B, not Bills.
It's not Beals?
No, it's not.
Oh, I've always heard you as Beals. Even before I met you, you were Beals.
And I didn't recognize her because it's been so long, but she was just like, oh my gosh, Beeler. And she's like giving me the heart and she's blowing me kisses. And I'm like, I love that I have a fan, but who is this? And it wasn't until like we got around to her that I was like, oh, it's Tanny. Okay.
Every time you say Sir Optimist, I think of Optimus Prime, the head of the Transformers.
Yeah, totally. It's
Yeah.
such a good thing, right?
I know.
That's how we are. We're Transformers.
All right, it's 9 o'clock. We're gonna take a quick bumper break. 60
Yes.
seconds. Play a little bit of music. Give the crew a chance to use the little boys' room,
Yes,
little girls' room.
please.
When we come back, we're gonna talk about another event that's coming up in the county. Another opportunity for you to check out some live music and have some fun. Watch people beat each other with steel chairs. I'm hoping, blam, which Beeler wants to do to me on a regular basis. So we'll talk about that in a second. We'll take a break. When we come back, more of this good stuff. So stick around. I'm gonna try not to play Screamo again, but we'll take a break. Outlaw Radio. Stick around. One more hour to go. Football picks coming up later too.
Football.
Back out. It's Outlaw Radio. Hold on.
What? Who? What?
It's so hard to find the truth. The other side wants to bury you. To bury you. And it's so hard to find the way. And the other side wants to play it like a game. It's all about who's wrong, who's right. Don't wanna learn weak, just wanna fight. If different thinkers are enemies, just think of what we could be. If our thoughts were in harmony, I know we both want to do the right thing. The needle in our compass is trembling. Trapped in the flames as our house burns down. Left for dead cause we can't find common ground. We can't find common ground, so we agree to burn it down. We can't let it burn down, so we need to find common ground. Let's start getting rid of protection.
You know what? No matter what I play, it turns into Screamo. I don't know. I'm just grabbing random stuff off of Spotify that we can play when we give people a little restroom break, and it turns into Screamo, which is fun. Hello Radio, final hour of the show. Although we are going to go way late tonight, just so you guys know. We got some
way late. What are you talking about? Way late?
Yeah, we're going way late tonight. I told you that before we started the show. I said, Tom, we've got a lot of football picks to make.
Yeah, we're going to go a little late.
A little late in your world is like 5 minutes.
No, I could see 15.
We're probably going to push 20 to 30. I'm going to try not to, but you guys,
that's normal.
I ask you a football question.
That's like when someone says, "Hey, is Paul going to be in tonight?"
That's true. That is true. All right. Let me. Oops. There we are. All right. Outlaw Radio. Again, coming into just a second, we have a couple guests we're going to bring on because there's a really cool event coming up on Saturday as well. So we talked earlier with our good friend Ash.
Yes, Ash Black, not Ace Haynes. That was our last conversation.
Ace is in jail. Don't you know that's the sound of a man? Did you see that movie?
What movie?
What movie was that? Was that Colors with Charlie Sheen when he's in the military jail? Robert, help me out. I know you've seen it. Robert, did your truck really get towed, or were you speaking hypothetically?
No, he was talking about from being a few blocks from Cal Anderson Park, and if I'm not mistaken.
But was Robert speaking hypothetically, or did
I do believe when Mr. Parker was at the protest.
He was at the Christian rally?
I believe he was there at the protest or at the rally or witnessed something like live in person.
All right, let's do this. So we Dead End Summer's coming up. It's an all ages event that's going to be going on this coming Saturday, starting off at noon. It's another opportunity for you to support some live local music, an opportunity for you to have some fun and to watch people beat the crap out of each other with steel chairs. I am a huge pro wrestling fan, so having Yvonne with Combat Pro Wrestling on is great. I'm really excited. Yvonne, I'm going to make your camera live, so don't pick your nose or nothing. All right, here we go. Yvonne joins us live, and then Audigy. Once he's set up, I'll turn his camera on as well. Hold on.
Oh, I didn't know we also had a video guest in too.
Yeah, we do.
Oh,
yeah. Hold on. We gotta.
now I'm less confused.
We're a big deal out here, man. We're a big deal. All right, I'm gonna change the name for Audigy. How did you spell that? Because I don't have it in front of me. Ataji, right? All right, talk right in the microphone though.
You guys hear me good?
There you go.
Yep. Sweet, sweet.
Yvonne, Audigy, thanks guys, both of you for joining us here on the show tonight. How y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. Really quick, Yvonne, we're going to start with you, the owner of Combat Pro Wrestling, which I have heard about what you guys are doing on the pro wrestling front and doing shows and stuff for quite a bit now. But talk about, is this your first foray into Kitsap, or have you guys been doing some stuff out here before? What's the deal?
Okay, so we are on almost our 10-year anniversary, and our very first show, John, which is one of my other partners who's also there, reminded me that our very first show that we ever did was in Kitsap. So this is, I guess, a long time overdue for us to come back to where we actually first started.
Outstanding. John, what's going on, man?
How's it going?
Talk about the decision to come back now. Talk about, you guys know any of the matches you're going to put on? Any names that we should be aware of? Now, before we go too far, I used to do some work with Ron with the Suquamish Championship Wrestling before they become WW and before that whole operation shut down. So I know some of the guys that have worked out in the area before. So anybody whose names we would recognize coming back out here?
I don't know, Yvonne, do you got the card in front of you?
I do. Well, only a few that were around back then do I have coming back. Like I have Sunny Days, one of the only female wrestlers in
I
the
love
Pacific
Sunny.
Northwest.
She's great. Yeah.
I will
I also
actually be going up against her, trying to reclaim the submission grappling championship.
Wait, you're going to go up against Sunny?
I'm going up.
Oh, you might be in trouble, John.
He is.
You
He's
know
in
what?
trouble. Again.
Just back in this last month at our show out in Shoreline, she and I had a very hard fought grappling match. I mean, she's legit. She's a blue belt in jiu-jitsu in her own right. And I was starting to get the upper hand, and then somebody, I'm not going to name names, decided to hit me in the back with a kendo stick, allowing Sunny to lock in a choke on me. But
Yvonne was looking kind of guilty there for a minute. It was.
I own that. I will hit you again too if I have to. Okay.
Perfect.
My.
I'm the queen of the kendo stick, and I make sure y'all remember that.
All right.
I've
Never
been hit
crossed
with a
the bar.
shinai before. That's not pleasant.
they're not. And it was definitely enough to throw me off my game and allow Sonny to get the choke, but that won't be happening twice. I can guarantee that.
Who else is on the card, Yvonne? Who else you got on the card?
Well, I got CJ Edwards, and he's a longtime Pacific Northwest wrestler all the way down to Portland. He's my ride or die, so he's been with me forever. We got JB Moonshine. I've got Marcus Eriks, which he is became our new international champ, but we are renaming that belt, so that'll be a surprise coming soon. We just have a lot. We have Rashad, Real Talk. We have we have a lot of new students coming out from a bunch of the schools around here. We got some coming out of Dragonplex. We've got some coming out of Grit City. It's fun for me because I get to promote and help bring out all the next generation wrestlers.
Yeah, and so many of these newcomers are so freaking talented. I mean, we are really lucky to be able to highlight them here at CPW.
Patrick Plum asked in chat, Alicia Beeler, will you do a run-in and tag JB Moonshine with a steel chair?
Who's JB Moonshine?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I totally will. I mean, I grew up, I like my college dorm was full of Stone Cold Steve Austin. Like he was my man.
Yeah.
Right, girl, right?
Yeah. So, No, I love me some. Back then it was WWF, so I could totally hit somebody with a steel chair. I'm down with that.
Oh, let's talk, girl. We can make stuff happen.
I feel that.
He may not if he's got enough moonshine in him. I don't know. Yvonne, John, I'm going to leave it up to each of you guys to decide who talks
Heck
about
yeah,
this.
Patrick.
I think a lot of people are not aware of the roots of pro wrestling in this part of the country. Like, the people talk about the territories, they talk about, Mid-South, and they talk about everything that came out of Atlanta and, and obviously North Carolina with the Flairs and the Hardys and all of that. But there's a huge wrestling history that came out of the Pacific Northwest. Roddy Piper got his start out here, my all-time fave. There's a lot of guys that came out of the Northwest. Talk about that a little bit, just the history and what you guys see in that history for what you're doing today.
I will defer to Yvonne on this because I am not originally from here. I grew up in Texas, so my introduction to pro wrestling was World Class Championship.
Yeah, Von Erichs, and
so that was
Freebirds.
At I want to say 4 years old. Sitting on my dad's knee watching the Von Erichs and the Freebirds go at it. Gentleman Chris Adams, JYD way back in the day.
Oh yeah. Okay, Yvonne.
I'm born and raised in Washington, so my dad was very good friends with Greg the Hammer Valentine and stuff. So we got introduced to Portland, the real Portland wrestling back in the day. And Greg the Hammer was one of the first wrestlers to ever make me cry. He grabbed me by my hair in the middle of an event because my dad told him, be mean to her so she reacts. And I reacted all right. Man made me cry. Roddy Piper, now he was a great man, and he helped the Pacific Northwest an awful lot, and that one's still a death that still hits pretty hard. We've had a lot of wrestlers actually come out of here, but unfortunately for a long time the Pacific Northwest had a very dark cloud on it for wrestling. We were looked at as a joke, and so many of us companies have fought so hard in the last, I would say, 5-6 years to correct that. We have SOS.
If not longer.
Yeah, it's been longer, but in the last 6 years, I think it's really when everybody kind of started saying, we want to do this because we all love wrestling, and not any of the other garbage that has kind of kept us in that dark cloud. So there's so many good companies now that are up here, which for me, I'm proud to say that I'm not supposed to still be here, but I'm going on 10 years, so we must be doing something right.
We've been clawing through, survived the pandemic when we couldn't do shows, and we were just chomping at the bit, just ready to get back, and same with a lot of the other promotions, a lot of great promotions out here, Defy, SOS, NWP's been around for a good long time and doing really great work. And we're just happy to be a part of that and to continue to promote a lot of these young independent wrestlers and give them a spot to hone their craft and hopefully make it to the next level. I mean, because if you're in pro wrestling and you're not looking to go to the big leagues, whether it be out in Japan or AAA, AEW, WWE, TNA, then what are you doing? I am the exception to that because I am way too old to be trying to do any of that. I enjoy my submission grappling. I love highlighting the beauty of Brazilian jiu-jitsu and traditional catch wrestling. I will not even try and say that I'm the best at it, but I am definitely the best at CPW, and I dare somebody to step in the ring with me and say otherwise.
I mean,
someone's rolling their eyes. You can't see Yvonne, but she's rolling her eyes. Well, listen, I'll tell you some of the names that you see in pro wrestling today have come out of the Northwest, right? I mean, Bryan Danielson is near the end of his career.
Darby Allin.
Yeah, Darby Allin, Trick Williams. There's a lot of sort of Strickland's out of Tacoma. There's a lot of talent that is wrestling today on the top end, the big names that originated out of this neck of the woods. So, if you go to an event like Combat Pro Wrestling, you're going to see guys today that you might catch in AEW in 5 years, that you might see holding a strap. This is where they get started, how they work their way up. So, and another name locally that Kevin Sullivan was another guy that came out of this neck of the woods.
Uncle Kevin.
Yeah, that was.
Uncle Kevin was on my show a few different times too. We learned a lot from him too.
I had the pleasure to meet him a couple of years ago. Rest in peace, Kevin. Just a great guy with a lot of knowledge and a lot of willingness to share it. I think the cool thing about wrestling. You guys talk about this more than I can, but the cool thing with wrestling is when you're behind the scenes, other guys that just want to share what they've learned. They've invested a lot of time and energy and effort and blood, sweat, and tears into it, and then they get to a point where they're going to give back and they're going to elevate the next generation.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of the greats and I mean, I think the ones that are more selfish with their knowledge tend to fade quicker.
Mm-hmm.
The guys and gals that are very forthcoming, very welcoming, very open with all of their knowledge and everything they picked up, even the stuff that where they're like, hey, I screwed up on this, use this as a lesson kind of situation. Not only does it just garner so much respect in the locker room, but just in the industry, because this is a very collaborative art form.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one thing that we pride ourselves at CPW with is, and like, we want to bring in people that want to be collaborative. They want to learn and they want to learn from. And I really think that our locker room right now is probably the best it's ever been, and it's only getting better.
I agree.
Do you guys do one last question? We're going to get to Audigy here in a second, because there's a whole nother half to this event I want to make sure we touch on. You guys have more shows planned out here in this neck of the woods in the future? Is that something you guys have thought about, talked about, set a date for, anything like that?
It's kind of in the works. We're going to see how well this one goes. And if it goes as well as me and Audigy expect it to, I do definitely see us coming back at least, a couple times a year and doing events down there. I don't want to step on other toes, because I do know that there are a few other companies that are close to the area. So I don't want to offend anyone. But at the same time, if CPW, if the fans want us there, then we're going to go where the fans want us to go.
Old school territory wars. Yeah.
Well, it's a respect thing at the same time. I got to give a little respect, even though some of it is not returned back to me, but I will give it because that's who I am. That's why I'm still here. They don't like me, and that it's fine. You don't have to, but I will respect you as long as you respect me. So I won't try to step on toes, but if it happens, it happens.
You're not worried about it. I think you can handle a kendo stick just fine.
Oh, I can handle myself just fine.
Do not give Beeler a kendo stick. I might be bruised before she's off the show. Okay, really quick. I'm going to switch
this. He's going to be dead way before then. Anyway, so
threaten me with a good time. All right. We're going to switch over to my buddy Audigy, man. What's going on, man? How are you? Long time no see. I haven't seen you since April. What's going on?
Nothing much, man. I've been pretty good. Just focusing on this new event and a new part of my journey with becoming a booker and running this entertainment company.
So this is kind of the other half, right? So I want to break down the event really quick, then we'll talk about the band. So this all comes up on Saturday at noon. There's going to be an open floor festival. I want to talk about that in a second, just to kind of explain what that is. CPW takes over at 1 for a big show, and then at 5 o'clock the bands are going to start off. You guys have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 bands.
Yeah, it might be a little more, a little less. We've had some replacements, some call outs, and we're trying to keep the bill real heavy. We like to burn down roofs when we do shows.
Yeah.
We got bands of alternative, we have metal bands, we have singers and rappers of all sorts, and we have a local cat who's been doing a lot of big shows with Levowski. That's Tech Nine's people for any of you music fans. And he's done shows with Do or Die. He just got off doing shows with King ISO and AWACS, and his name's Dead J. And it's his first time headlining a hometown show of this big stature. So hoping to put it on for him.
Outstanding. What's your goal with this? I mean, we talked with Ash Black earlier. He's got another event going up on Saturday too with some live local bands.
It's Wednesday.
What's that?
His event's on a Wednesday.
No, his event's on Saturday the 6th.
I think
they're both on the same day.
Really?
Yeah.
I love it.
Beeler's had too much orange juice.
Shut up, Kevin.
But talk about the need. I'm just having a hard time. Don't be
I'm
sensitive
gonna
on me.
beat you. I'm seriously gonna beat your ass.
These Republican women are so sensitive. Okay.
Love it.
Anyway, talk about the local band
It's
scene
because of your estrogen that's
because
coming
there's
off of
so
you.
many. I'm not even going to acknowledge you
Beta.
right now. There are so many good local bands out here that events like this need to happen more to showcase these bands.
Honestly, I totally agree. And I love the Charleston. It's our local home spot. All of us go there at some point. If you're a band, a singer, a rapper, anything to do with music, you start there normally. And that's something I didn't do. So I love it to death. And I learned the hard way, going around trying to do it different. And I'm in it for the community. I've seen bands like Conjuring Up Monsters or Riot Orgy, which is another band that has a female singer, if I'm not mistaken. And then Key Party. 3 totally different genres, 3 totally different bands. Riot Orgy is not going to be at the event, but bands like that deserve a better showcase and something bigger to provide more capacity of a crowd. And I'm in it for the community. So we'll see where it takes us.
Yeah.
That's
great. And the Charleston really is the only kind of consistent venue for this kind of for this kind of show, right? I mean, the bars and stuff aren't really picking up these types of bands.
100%. I'll say personally, I know of the Charleston that manages mostly all the metal, the alternative rock, all of that type of stuff. And then Club Eden, they try to manage all the EDM and the hip hop, and they be doing the best they can. And I love Chloe for what she does. But I'm trying to find a niche between where we can all groove together. And that's why I'm throwing these type of events.
Perfect. Do you guys have questions? I'm kind of hogging the interview, but you guys have questions? I'm not.
No, I have no questions. Not even a little bit.
I mean, to be honest, right now I'm kind of taking in all the data because this is the first I've heard about the wrestling event. So
Yeah. I think you guys should keep talking because I really do not want to move on to the next topic.
Well, if there's any questions from any of y'all, feel free. We're also doing tattooing at the event. There's
really?
Be, 3 different licensed tattooing companies coming out. I know as of right now, officially, one announced is HD Tattooing. I'm keeping the other 2 secret. You'll have to come see. And I know we have Fat Joe's local sandwich shop coming down, and they're located on Callow.
Right on.
So we'll have food. We'll have a bunch of stuff. There is going to be a private bar for the adults, and it is an all ages show.
But I was going to say it is an all ages
Yes,
event,
sir.
so which is cool. I mean, I think that there's a need for more of these events with bands where all ages, all 8, 16-year-olds or whatever can come out, or whomever, and
All
enjoy
walks
the
of life.
music. And yeah, and you guys will have good plans in place to keep minors from getting stuff they shouldn't get. And,
Oh, yeah.
and supporting the event. Beeler, do you have any tattoos?
I have a couple tattoos.
Okay, I'm not going to ask more specifics. I just wanted to ask.
Yeah, they're not visible
No.
unless I want them to
I've
be.
I've never seen a tattoo on an arm or nothing. So
Yeah,
all right.
none of that.
I'm going to ask you the same thing that I asked Yvonne earlier. What's the long-term goal? Are you planning to put on more events in the future? Or is it kind of, let's see how this one goes off and then we'll talk about it? Or what's the plan?
Well, as you guys know, my uncle is Dennis. I've been doing shows for about 2 years, and I'm trying to push the boundary. Uncle's tried to convince me to do a lot more of spreading my wings, doing what I used to do when I was a kid. He wants to see me get into wrestling again. I've had a pass with it. I love it. And the only person I felt comfortable in the last couple of years that I've met to actually chase it with is Yvonne and the man sitting next to me that helps Yvonne with her stuff. And I love their company for what they do. So for the music side, always. I'm going to push events every 2-3 months out. And then on the wrestling side, I got some surprises, and I hope to be working with them soon, more than not.
Okay.
I want to say,
Great.
You know,
Congratulations.
Paul and I were supposed to have a wrestling match back in the old WW days, but Paul chickened out.
You know
and,
what? We were
threw
supposed to have a
himself.
dance off. Like,
Well, we'll have the dance off. We just haven't planned it yet.
okay.
All
Uh-huh.
right. So, okay, I want to go
forget.
over this again really quick. So it's Battle of the Baymont. So it's going to be up at the
Baymont Inn.
At the Baymont Inn at the top of Kitsap Way.
Yep.
Nobody ever knows what the name of it is, but it's the one at the top of Kitsap Way, kind of across from the old cemetery up there.
Yeah.
It's actually a really cool place for venues and events. So it's going to be Battle of the Baymont. It's going to be this Saturday. So what is the Open Floor Festival? Who wants to speak to that? I'm going to make Yvonne back active on camera and her microphone back up again. What is the Open Floor Festival?
Boss, do you want to take a shot at it?
Well, I know I'm going first, right? We're
Yes, you
gonna
are.
we're gonna set the bar high with some wrestling. We're also going to do a big old rumble in there, so you're going to get to see a whole bunch of crazy bodies going everywhere. That'll be a lot
Sounds
of
like
fun.
a Friday night at Beeler's house, but okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
house. What are you talking about?
We have a grappling match that's happening. We got some grudge matches happening. We got a couple new guys coming back for their second show. So we got a lot of surprises, and you never know who's gonna get hit with my kendo stick. Because that always happens. It always happens. Last show, a couple got hit. So
Perfect. All right. So noon is when the Open Floor Festival starts. CPW, Combat Pro Wrestling, takes over at 1. Live music show goes at 5. Audigy, how late you think this show is going to go?
Cutoff time is at 10 p.m. There might be a little bit of mingling afterwards, tearing down. So feel free to say hi to your favorite wrestlers, some of your favorite artists from the event, get autographs, and just enjoy it.
Guys, I really hope this event is a huge hit. I love pro wrestling coming back to the area. I'm a sucker for that stuff. Love to go check out shows. And the band thing, again, as we talked about with Ash earlier too, there's so many good local bands that are out here that need the opportunity to have a showcase, get their music out, get people to hear their stuff. We've gone so, I'm going to opine for a second. We've gone so digital and like Spotify heavy with stuff that it makes it really hard for bands to get their message out now, where they can get heard. It's easy to find stuff now, but it's hard to discover them. And I think events like what Audigy is doing are important, Tom.
What people have quit going out since COVID. So I'd like to see more momentum behind this. You know, I'm a huge fan of the live music scene, but there hasn't been any good live music since, you know, Papa Inslee let us all out of restriction. So,
you know, Yvonne, talk about that for a second too, because you've been doing this for 10 years. So you obviously wrote, and John, you can too, that, you know, you guys survived and made it through COVID to come back out on the other side. Are the bodies starting to return to seats? Are we still?
yes,
now.
Now it's finally starting. People, I mean, you still go to shows and you'll still see people wearing masks and stuff because the pandemic did definitely traumatize a lot of people, and it definitely changed how we move in the wrestling world now. So, but now, yeah, we're finally now starting to see people come back. We're seeing businesses start to be able to, you know, thrive again. We had issues for the first year or two afterwards of venues just being like outrageous to even put on events because they lost so much money during the pandemics that as soon as the doors were open, they were like, money, 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 money. All we want is money, money. So we started back out doing non-ring shows, giving some of the younger guys a platform to kind of learn their characters more than the in-ring stuff. But now we're back in the ring and we're going full board, and so is everyone else. So yeah, now finally people are starting to realize it's okay. We can go have fun again. We can live again. We can, you know, see our friends and, you know, do stuff again. Which is wonderful because I'm sorry, I was going stir crazy myself without wrestling. So
yeah. Well, I mean, ultimately, whether it's pro wrestling, live music, musicals, theater, like there's
social things.
Yeah, there's a wonderful intangible about live entertainment. There, you know, even just going to the movies, you know, sitting with a group of people, a group of strangers in a room and enjoying some entertainment. There's that sense of community. There's that just intangible. You know, you know, as a teenager and in my early 20s was in a rock band back in Texas and then in DC when I was in the Army. You know, I loved, you know, being on stage performing, you know, playing my guitar as, you know, good or bad as I did. But yeah, live entertainment is so needed. That sense of community is very much needed, and probably more so now than ever. And it's one of the things that I love about pro wrestling and specifically CPW is that, you know, we try our best to be a welcoming place for everybody to come through, watch, you know, dudes in crazy, you know, outfits beat each other up for their entertainment.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, listen, if we can help promote anything, if we can help get the word out, whatever you guys need, let us know. If we want to, if you guys have anything we can do to help you, reach out, let us know.
Well, thank you.
I love the events. I love the idea. I love kind of getting butts in seats and kind of resurrecting both the wrestling and the bands. I think it's really important. I think it's key. I think it gets us out of the house.
Yeah, it's time to live again. It's time for everybody to live again.
Yep.
This segment's brought to you by Monster Energy Drink. Monster, hit me up if you're willing to sponsor Outlaw Radio Network.
Mine's Ghost. I got my Ghost energy drink.
Guys, listen, thanks for joining us on a Sunday. Thanks for taking some time out of your busy plans. You guys are just less than a week away, so thanks for coming out. And again, I mean it. If we can do anything to help promote you guys in the future, let us know. We'll
just throw the socials up real quick.
Yeah, throw the socials.
Go on, John.
On Facebook, it is Combat Pro Wrestling. Instagram, it's Combat Pro Northwest. We have an X account. I don't think I've logged into that thing in probably over a year, which is my fault. But definitely Facebook and Instagram are where it's at. That's where you can stay up to date on everything.
And our YouTube.
Oh, that's correct. Thank you. We do have a YouTube now where you can see matches from past shows as they get uploaded. And I think that is just Combat Pro Wrestling on YouTube.
Great.
Perfect.
Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for coming in.
Audigy?
Thanks for having us, guys.
Always. And then for us, Loyal and Rich on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And then I'm also going to leave a few gift tickets for any listeners that Kevin feels like he wants to pass them out to. And we do appreciate this opportunity.
Kevin's going to keep those to himself.
I got a baseball game that day. I would. I wish I didn't, but I already bought tickets to a baseball game.
I'll be at the same
thank you
baseball
for the
game.
opportunity. Boss, I hope you had a fun time. And John, thanks for being here.
Thanks,
and
guys.
Yvonne, feel free to reach out if we can do anything to help promote or do anything to help you guys out. And
thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Thanks, guys. All right. So again, I'm just going to run down this really quick. So again, it's going to be this coming Saturday out at the Baymont, which again, this is the top of Kitsap Way in Bremerton. Everything kicks off at noon with the festival. CPW takes over at 1:00. Are there going to be people hitting people with chairs at this thing, Yvonne, or just kendo sticks?
You never know. I can't give up all the secrets. I got a couple grudge matches. Couple grudge matches normally means some stuff.
I'm hoping for chairs. And then all the music kicks off at 5. It'll go till 10, maybe a little bit later with some mingling and getting a chance to meet your favorite band. Guys, thanks so much for coming in. You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
All right. So because if you don't, these events aren't going to continue.
Right.
I mean, people can't put on stuff if people don't show. And if you're like, God, I just want to get back to normal. I want all this post-COVID stuff to be done. I want to be able to get back to life and doing things. So you got to get out and support this stuff and make it happen. So get out and support those events. It'll be a good time. You guys are good and your camera's off. So thank you so much. Audigy, I hope you do better picking wrestling matches at my WrestleMania party next year. Just a little bit better. Perfect. So we got some tickets to give out, so we'll figure those out and we'll make it happen.
All right, Outlaws. Up next is our NFL picks.
No. We're gonna have a quick 10-minute conversation first.
Oh my god.
We're gonna have a quick 10-minute conversation first about this.
Anyone that knows me knows how I feel about this.
Well, listen, I think this is really big news. I think this is a really big conversation to have. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are engaged.
Okay, people get engaged every day. What's the big freaking deal?
Isn't that good news?
Good for them. I don't need to hear about it, just like I don't need to see her face when I'm trying to watch football.
Oh, it's just like showing any other celebrity at a game. I mean, Jack Nicholson gets shown at a Lakers game.
Yeah.
Was it
Do you guys do segments on people every time they get engaged? I mean, that's all I'm saying.
I think this is an interesting conversation. And I think it's partially interesting because of how much you detest her.
I can't.
It made you change your second favorite football team.
It did. I totally did away with them. I got rid of all of my Chiefs stuff.
Wow, really?
When I watch football, I want to watch the game.
Me too, but I'm 100% indifferent to celebrities showing up to a sporting event.
You know,
I don't
think
care
if that first year, if they hadn't spent so much time painting to her face, it wouldn't have bugged me.
Yeah, but it was like 40 seconds or something.
Yeah,
I mean, it was very,
38
very
seconds.
little.
33,
I mean, you see
38
just as much of
I-
Jack
you know
Nicholson at
what?
baseball or a basketball game.
Zoom in on the football field. Let me see some of those tight ends. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Okay, I mean that's fair.
Thank you.
Fair enough. All right. I think it's a great story. I really do. I think we get to.
And I think it just distorts the idea that people are going to fall in love and it's going to be this like romantic fairy tale with $100,000 worth of fucking flowers as somebody proposes. It's all a bunch of bullshit. I'm so tired of it.
You're not much of a
And
romantic, are you?
I am not a romantic.
I-
That is like
it-
the furthest thing from me ever.
Yeah, well, now I agree with that sentiment, but again, I'm indifferent. I mean, it's featuring Taylor Swift at a football game for 30 seconds is much less painful than like the Housewives of Atlanta.
I don't watch that shit either.
No, me neither. But I'm just saying. I mean,
If I
even
wanted to
tolerating
watch-
the commercials.
If I wanted to watch Taylor Swift, I would watch one of her specials or I would go to her concert. But I don't because I'm watching football to watch football and not have the camera pan to her damn face. Okay? That is my point. I'm so over all of this nonsense.
Oh,
There are much bigger issues in this world.
Alicia, Heather agrees with you.
That's because Heather's a genius. Thank you.
Yeah, no, like I say, I'm completely indifferent to it. I see
It just-
whatever.
I'm
It's a
just-
chance to get up and go get a cold beer.
I'm so over it.
Well, just so we can be clear, I love this story. I absolutely
Of course
do.
you do. You're
No,
a
hold on.
romantic.
No, that's not even that.
Yeah.
In a world where all we talk about is the worst of all of us and the worst of everything and
That is
everything
not
is
true.
bad and everything is, no, but the media does.
Well, it's human nature.
At least they can talk about something happy and hopeful for a change. I absolutely love it. By the way, joining us with 20 minutes left in the show, a guy who was supposed to have a wrestling match with me and then chickened out. It is St. Paul,
Paul,
the voice
thank-
of Want Want. Hello, Paul.
Thank God you're here, man. Back me up
fuck
on
are you
this.
talking about? Guy who was supposed to have a wrestling match? Don't be fucking making shit up. We were supposed to, and you fucked up your ankle practicing with some gal in the fucking ring.
No,
Okay?
she was. I don't remember her name. I don't remember what her name is.
Yeah, don't think I don't remember that shit. It's no different than the fucking, hey Paul, let's go be in this photo shoot. I'll be right behind you. I know. I feel you, brother. I feel you.
No, you know what? I don't. You're an ass. It's good to see you though, buddy. And I like that you dressed up in your BMX gear and you look good. How you doing,
BMX
bud?
gear. Fucking, it's cold. I put a long sleeve shirt on.
That might be a paintball jersey. I think maybe
It's a referee's jersey.
Okay.
So we have a couple comments in chat directed to you, Paul. Kevin Nelson said hello. Missy said, "Oh, great, Paul's here. Time to leave." No, she didn't really say that. I'm making that up. Yeah,
that must be Facebook.
It is Facebook.
Oh, or
I'm making that up. Missy didn't say that. I'm
YouTube.
just being a jerk. And I'm
It's
not
all
going to
good,
talk
man.
about the Bruce Willis story tonight because that whole thing, the Bruce Willis thing, is just too sad. I'm not going to get into
what
he was moved out of the home with his wife into professional care. And his wife has taken just a slew of crap on social media for moving him out of the house.
Is Bruce Willis in bad health?
Oh,
Well, you know what? She's the one taking care of him, and
Oh,
so
I had not heard.
that's her business. I don't know why people got it. It's the same fucking thing with Taylor Swift. Can we just stay out of people's lives and not freaking worry about it?
I just think it's
Okay.
it's a horribly difficult
Kevin,
decision when you have someone you care, you really love.
You're
that
right.
They have to get
You're right.
professional help. Yeah.
Yeah, and I would just like to make this point to your esteemed co-hosts sitting there. We talk about this stuff because it's, I don't know, how do I say this? A talk show. And because of that, because what happens is we find moderately entertaining topics and talk about them. So I understand that some are more comfortable to talk about than others. I do. I can appreciate that. But from a beta male to another beta male, we'd like you to just zip it, honey. Okay? All right. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right.
Listen, and I just want to say to Beeler too, if you don't like the Taylor Swift topic, I just suggest you shake it off. Tom.
Oh, that was
That's
bad.
not even the first time I heard that today. So thank
And,
you.
actually, what I would like to propose to the rest of the Outlaws is we go ahead and set up a divorce pool for the Swift Kelsey
Yeah, let's
marriage.
totally bet on that.
And
No, I
we'll
don't
buy
give a fuck.
squares and
I
we'll
don't
bet on
care.
how long we think the marriage is going to last.
I'm gonna bet for they're gonna stay married. They're not gonna divorce ever.
You think it's going to be one of those fairy
Yeah,
tale
because they're-
Disney stories?
Yeah,
Taylor
well,
Swift,
I don't care.
I don't know about Travis Kelsey, but Taylor Swift is down home. I listen. I read a really cool story from Jeff Jarrett, who is a wrestler. But when
you
when
read a cool
Taylor
story
Swift-
from a guy who lives a fake life. Okay.
No. Listen, shut up, Paul. When
I'm just saying.
when Taylor Swift was 13, she used to babysit his kids. And as she got older, and then Jeff Jarrett's wife got breast cancer, and she eventually died from breast cancer. And Taylor Swift was 17, already famous, already cutting albums, but she would come to Jeff Jarrett's house and make his kids cookies and take them to the park because their mom was dead, and she had developed a connection with the family. Like I just think she's a really good story. It's shoved down our throats. I get it. But I just think that there's still some rich pop stars that have not completely lost their minds. I think she's an American success story. I don't like her music, but I'm rooting for them. That's all I'm saying. I'm rooting for them.
Okay. All right.
And if some
Story
people
over.
want to be cynical love
And all
haters
I'm
like
saying
Alicia Beeler,
is don't interrupt my football. That's all I'm saying. Like, seriously. End of it.
all right. Speaking of football,
I mean, you have to be careful. A woman like that might end your fanaticism with the Chiefs, because it seemed like every time you go to watch a Chiefs game, oh, Taylor Swift's in the stands 30 fucking times a game. Yeah.
It's so annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
the
all I
Chiefs
was
suck.
saying, Paul. That's all I was saying.
I believe you, but the fact you're a Chiefs fan is pretty disturbing. But it's cool.
It's
cool.
not my main team. Come on.
Look, we understand it. There's not a man on this show that hasn't heard lines like that from a woman now and again, right? He's not my main dude. He's just
That's
my
right.
backup to the backup
This is
dude.
my-
Right? It's not my main team.
Listen, I am a Hawks fan through and through, but when
Okay,
Joe
there you
Montana
go.
got traded to the Chiefs from the 49ers, I became a Chiefs fan because not only did Joe Montana go there and continued to kick ass and set records, but he made that team what it is.
I thought you were a Seahawks fan, not a Niners fan.
I'm not a Niners fan.
just remember,
And when
Where's
and when
Joe
that
Montana
happened,
fit
you
into
were
that?
yeah, and when
Joe
that
Montana when he played for the Niners.
yeah, but you were in high school when that happened. For God's sakes.
I was younger than that, sucker.
You're so
Yeah, like let it. Hey, let
just
it go.
remember.
Let
Just
it go.
remember the Chiefs were Beeler's side piece. That's all. All right.
That's right.
All right.
Side
Let's do some
Hear that,
football
Mahomes?
picks.
football
Let's
pick.
do some football picks,
Let's
shall
do
we?
some football
We have a lot to get through. Paul, are you ready?
Oh, I need to find F-bomb.
Oh, I've been ready for 2 hours. I didn't know there was 2 hours worth of guests, so I patiently waited.
No. You some bitch. We had our first guest, Ash, was on for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had a whole half an hour after that you could have come on.
Yeah, you're right. I could have, but I was
Just
ready
like
to
that
come
wrestling
on.
match you chickened out of. You chickened out of coming back on the show. I
Oh,
understand.
dude, you need to stop. Oh my goodness gracious.
Let's go through this
Okay.
quick.
All right,
Let's do this.
go find your wife, Tom.
Oh, she's right there at the bar.
Oh, is she okay? Heather, would you come sit at the couch?
The camera's off. You can use a mic.
Don't bring a black light. So, Paul, we got to do our preseason picks first. So
Well,
let's do this.
preseason's
quick.
over.
I know.
Okay,
No,
go ahead.
our before season picks for Division 1.
Oh, those picks. Okay.
So,
All right.
Paul, who's
Yes.
going to win the AFC West?
Whomever I say.
It'll either be Las Vegas, Denver, Kansas City, or the Chargers.
It'll come down to the Chargers in Kansas City, and until somebody like really beats down on Kansas City and Andy Reid, I'm sticking with them until somebody dethrones them.
Me too, Tom.
No, I'll agree with
Probably
you.
be Travis Kelce though.
I will
When he
also
comes
agree with
he'll-
that.
Travis Kelce's going to come out as trans, and he's going to be promoted by Taylor Swift. And boy,
Heather,
can you
who do
imagine
have?
those hits?
Who do you have, Heather?
Okay, there's a difference between
she's-
knowing football and liking football. Okay.
Yeah.
I picked my favorite. I know they're not going to win. Now the rest of them, I picked almost all Kansas City. So I'll just say, but for this one, I picked Raiders.
All right, Las Vegas.
Just pick based on the color, Heather.
Yeah.
Dude.
And we'd like to announce that Heather has been eliminated from the championship. AFC South.
I didn't
Jackson-
realize she was like the Cowboys.
What
AFC South.
Watch out, man.
Jackson, Houston, Indianapolis, and Jacksonville, Houston, Indianapolis, and Tennessee. But this will probably be the easiest one to pick. I got Houston. Tom?
I'm going to go Indy.
I am going with the Colts.
All right. Heather?
I picked Colts also.
All right. And Paul?
Well, clearly two of us have a monicum of inside information, and everybody else is fucking stupid. I'm going with Kevin in Houston.
Thank you. All
Hey,
right,
Paul,
Tom.
shut your fucking mouth.
Tom, this might be the hardest division to pick.
Okay.
The AFC North.
Ooh, feels to be
Pittsburgh,
all over that one.
Cincinnati, Baltimore, Cleveland, Tom. By the way, Dennis and Trojo have already submitted their picks. They picked Dennis picked the Chargers in Houston, and Trojo picked Kansas City in Houston. On these ones, Dennis has picked Baltimore, as has Trojo. Tom?
I'm going to be weird and take Cleveland.
Oh, my God.
You know what?
That's not weird. That's
Cleveland?
Cleveland.
Yeah,
I think they're due. I think they're due.
Yeah, they're due. Like Shador Sanders is going to work his way into that starting QB role. You know, they're rocking it.
Yeah. Listen, Cleveland winning the AFC North, they're due like I'm due to marry a supermodel. It's not going to happen.
I don't know.
Beeler?
I'm gonna go with the Ravens.
All right. So did Dennis. Heather?
Pittsburgh. I'm telling you, I'm picking favorites, not the best.
Aaron Rodgers, my ass. Paul?
Well, Pittsburgh might play spoiler this year. They're going to have, I think, if their offensive line is okay, they're going to have the offensive weapons to make some hay. I think that's for sure. But I'm going to go with Baltimore.
All right.
Hey, Dennis is in the chat. Hey, D.
What up, DJD?
Hi, Dennis.
Look, here's the deal. DK Metcalf is way overrated. Pittsburgh's not going to do jack or crap. Your winner of the AFC North is going to be none other than Joe Burrows and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Gross.
Yeah, they got Joe. They got two good receivers. They signed Hawkinson back. They're going to be great. Beeler, AFC.
They got a quarterback issue.
What?
No, they got no consistency. Yep, that's what you heard me. I didn't stutter.
All right.
It was in
AFC
English.
East, Beeler, Jets, Dolphins, Bills, Patriots.
I'm gonna go with the Patriots.
Okay. Heather?
Jets.
Oh, Heather. We adore you. Paul?
Do you know why when you go to a Latino's house, they always serve the drinks at room temperature?
Go ahead, Paul.
Why, Paul?
Because Mexicans don't fuck with ice.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure what this has to do with picking the AFC East.
Okay. So I'm picking the AFC East.
Yeah. Miami, Buffalo, New England, and the Jets.
I got to go with Buffalo.
Yeah, I do too. They as long as Josh Allen's there, it's his division. Tom?
Oh, Buffalo for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Heather, you'll pick first here.
Why? Because you want me to lose?
No,
he rotates it around.
Yeah.
Eagles.
The NFC least.
Yeah.
He
you
just
got
sits them on
Philadelphia?
top and rotates them.
All right. In this one, Dennis picked Philly. Trojo picked the Redskins. Yeah, they're still the Redskins, folks. Get over it. Heather just picked Philly. Paul?
You know, I really like that quarterback of the Redskins, dude. I really do. Yeah, this is going to be my dark horse pick. I'm gonna pick Washington.
Yeah, I was really tempted to pick Washington as well. Yeah, they're
because he's going to be a sophomore man this year. I think his God, that kid is a phenom, man. That's all I can say.
I'm going to
He's
pick
good.
Philly, but I wouldn't be surprised if you're right, Paul. Tom?
No, I like Philly.
All right, Beeler?
I am also going Philadelphia.
All right. Paul, you'll pick first the NFC South. Or as I like to call it, the oh, good job, Heather. The NFC South, the horse crap division, which is Tampa Bay, Atlanta, Carolina, and the New Orleans Aints. Paul?
Yeah, it's an easy one for me. I'm going to take Atlanta.
Yeah, it's easy for me. I'm taking Tampa. Tom?
Oh, you know me. I'm a Saints fan. I'm going to take the Saints.
The Aints?
Watch it.
Beeler?
The Taints.
I'm just gonna
He's
go
taking
off
the
the wall
Taints.
here and go with Panthers.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Dennis picked Tampa. Trojo picked Atlanta. Heather? Tampa Bay. All right.
I think Atlanta might do something special this year because it'll only be about 3-4 years before Penix gets wrapped around a telephone pole, snaps like a twig, and can't play anymore. So,
Well, and I'll tell you too, they have the most underrated running back in the NFL in Bijan Robinson. He is.
for sure, that kid's good. Yep.
Yeah, really good. All right, NFC North. I got to pick first. That's going to be Minnesota, Chicago, Green Bay, or Detroit. This is another really tough one, right? Minnesota looks good. Chicago's added some pieces. Green Bay just picked up Micah Parsons from the Cowgirls, and God, man, I'm going to go Green Bay, but it could easily be Detroit. Tom,
Detroit.
Yeah, Dennis picked Detroit as well. Beeler,
I'm gonna go with the Bears.
Bears.
No Bears. Heather,
I picked the Packers because I was reading up on this Micah Parsons, and I'm pretty impressed.
yeah, all right. She also picked the Packers because she's hoping that Tom will pack her later. All right, Paul.
Well, I'm gonna step in there with Beals. I'm gonna go. I think the Bears are gonna be the surprise team in the division. They got a quarterback that was a great rookie last year. He's got some good pieces around him. So I think the Bears pick it up a notch this year. Minnesota isn't what they were, right? They're having quarterback trouble already. So Minnesota, throw them out. And I think the only thing good is Michael Parsons playing for the Packers right now. Detroit will be good. I'm not gonna mix words over Detroit, but I think the Bears step it up this year.
All right. I think I'm going to pick Green Bay, but I really believe it depends whose quarterback doesn't get hurt, because I feel like all four of those teams are so tightly wound that I don't even mean injury, but just like nicks and bumps, right? Can make the
quarterback.
Huge difference.
Who's the quarterback for Green Bay?
Jordan Love.
Who?
Jordan Love.
Never heard of him.
Okay. Well, he's actually pretty good, Paul. You should pay attention to football someday.
He's not very good. He sucks.
He's very good. Yeah.
Okay.
NFC West, Rams, Niners, Cardinals, and your Seattle Seahawks. Tom?
Oh, I'm going to take the Hawks.
Beals.
Wow, Tom, what conviction.
Well, when you look at the numbers and stuff, I'm still going to take the Hawks.
I'm going to take the Hawks. I'm a fucking Hawks fan. I'm always picking my team, baby.
Yeah, I'm picking my team too, but really, I think it's probably going to be the Rams. But
the what?
Take the Rams, but I'm taking the Hawks.
Okay. Heather?
You picked the Rams.
You picked the Rams. Okay. Paul?
Yeah, so far everybody's fucking high on crack in that room, man. The Rams? Like, what are you guys talking about? Like, absolutely. Listen, the best team coming out of the fucking preseason, the best looking team, the team rated the best by ESPN. The team was looking like to have a top 5 defense, and there's a lot to be said about how their quarterback's going to play. We don't know that yet. So their quarterback's going to be up in the air for the Hawks. They're going to have a top 5 defense. All they got to do is be top 15 in offense, which, I don't know, put the Seahawks in the Super Bowl not more than 12 years ago.
Yeah.
12 years ago.
Well,
they're rebuilding that defense, man, and that wins championships.
Well, and let me agree with you for another whole different reason too. Like, even if you take Seattle out of the equation, you look at the rest of the division. The Niners are beat up and hurt again, like they are every single year. The Rams have a big issue because Matt Stafford has got a bad back, and he's not 100% coming into week 1, and that back's not going to get better. If they lose Stafford, the Rams are screwed. And meanwhile, in Arizona, that midget doink of a quarterback couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat. Okay.
Oh, that kid's a cancer. He's a cancer in the locker room.
By the way, Trojo, freaking moron, picked Arizona to win the division. Trojo was
It's
drunk.
because he's a racist and he's going for the black quarterback. How many years has he said that? Always pick the black quarterback. Not that he's really wrong. I mean, he's right more often than not.
Yep. Seattle wins this division in part because of their defense and because their offense gets to be average, and in part because the rest of the division's in big trouble. Just a lot of big trouble.
Well, think about that. To your point, Kevin, Seattle will have a top 5 defense.
Yes.
I have no doubt about that. And with a top 5 defense, all you need is an average offense. And let's face it, they've actually got some incredibly good offensive pieces, but it will come down to O-line and quarterback play, obviously, right? Yeah. So, and those are 2 big question marks. But Gray Zabel is playing lights out at center, man. That kid is a phenom. It's amazing that he went to North Dakota State. But other than that,
Yeah.
he's still good.
Yeah, listen, it's all over, but the
Hey, Beals,
shouting.
Beals, are you taking notes? Are you taking notes?
No,
Listen
I'm
to
not
this.
taking notes. Stick it, buddy.
What? Why not? I thought you were a Seahawks fan. I thought maybe you'd be like, "Oh, okay, this is what they think." Okay, good information. You
right.
can't see that the
Listen,
guy's trying to help you
I don't
out.
get
We're
deep
just
in
trying
the
to help
shit
you.
like you guys do. Like I have such bigger things going on.
She said she
Are
doesn't
you
get deep in it like we
jerking
do.
off right now? Is that what you're doing?
What?
We get so deep, put her butt to sleep. All right.
I'm not watching.
No, remember
it looked
what?
like he was. He was doing this.
Yeah, but remember what you're watching there is lagged from.
Yeah.
Oh, good
so
point.
yeah. So he was probably talking with
Sorry,
his
Paul.
hands,
Yeah.
like 40 seconds ago or
And
something.
besides, if he was doing that, it'd be more like this. So.
Oh.
Okay.
No,
Beeler,
it's like
you're
this. Slurp, slurp.
You're going to pick first on this, Beeler. Then
Why am I picking first?
Because it's your turn. Tom
Okay.
picked first on the last one. What team's going to have the number 1 draft pick? What's going to be the worst team?
Oh, well, I'm just going to go with the team I hate the most, and that would be the Vikings.
All right.
Wait, you said the number 1 draft pick, and now she picked her word. I don't.
The team that gets the number 1 draft pick is the worst team in the NFL from that year. So whatever team does the worst gets the first pick.
They get the first draft pick the following season.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I would still give you what I put down. Wait a minute.
You got to talk into the mic, babe.
Well, I didn't write down a team. I only wrote down Cam Ward.
Well, that'd be Tennessee.
I was reading too much.
Yeah, he was the number 1
So
draft
what are
pick.
we picking? Are we picking the worst team in the NFL this year? Is that what this
What
pick is?
team winds up with the number 1 draft pick? Yes.
And we're not taking into consideration any trades for that number 1 draft pick, right? That's just
Yeah, just what
straight across.
based on
Okay.
record who
All right.
earned the number 1
Okay.
draft pick. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Heather, I'll give you a minute to catch up. Paul, who do you got?
Well, this is easy. It ain't gonna be Minnesota, that's for sure. But it will. I think it's gonna be. I'm gonna put my money on. I think the Jets.
All right. I'm going to say same city but different team. The Giants are just awful. I mean, when Russell Wilson is your grand miracle savior at this point in his career, you're kind of done. I got the Giants. Tom? I really wanted to pick Dallas because they're not far behind. That team is going to be horrible this year. But Tom, go ahead.
I'm waffling between both teams in New York, but then the Raiders are kind of a good candidate too.
They got Ashton Genty though. That dude is a monster.
Yeah, but one guy does not make a team. I'm just gonna go with the
Well,
Jets.
I think Kevin's got a good point on that one though. With a team like Oakland, they could put that running back Ashton Genty. He could put that team on his back, man.
Yeah,
control the
there's not-
clock, run the rock, and
Yeah, but there's
I
not
don't
a
know.
team in Oakland anymore.
they're always going to be the Oakland Raiders, dude. Always.
Yeah.
Always.
Okay. Heather,
But you're right, Tom. You're right. My apologies.
Who's going to be the number 1 seed in the NFC after? Who's going to be the best NFC team
Oh, good question.
At the end of this season?
at the end of the season?
I struggled with 2 teams. It's either I picked Falcons or Tampa Bay.
You got to pick one.
Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay. All right. Paul?
Now, the question is, who's going to be the number 1 seed? Who's going to go to the Super Bowl and represent the NFC?
No,
Correct?
No. Who has the number 1 seed? What team has the best record in the end? Because they can still lose in the playoffs and not go to the Super Bowl. What's the number 1 seed? The best team in the NFL regular season.
In regular season?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, a great defense wins championships. I don't think it'll be my Hawks, but I'm going to pick them.
Okay. All right. It's going to be Philly again.
That's who I was going to.
That's who Beeler's got too, Tom.
Because a real fan sticks with their team. That's all I got to say.
Hey, listen, my
Zip
desire
it.
to win
Zip it.
is overruling it right now, okay?
All right. Tom.
Your story. Tell it how you want.
Beeler's really competitive.
All of the NFC. Yeah, what the hell? Give me the Hawks.
All right, fair enough. All right, Paul, you'll pick first. Who's the number 1 AFC team?
I'm going to go with San Diego.
But you have Kansas City winning the division.
I do. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm hedging my bet.
So he's picking the LA Chargers, which should always be the San Diego Chargers.
Should
I'm gonna
always
go with
be.
I'm going to go with Houston, and that sounds dumb, but here's why: because they play in an awful division. So they have a lot of easy games within their division. They got 6 games in the season against really shit-tastic teams, which should give them but all these other divisions like the AFC North, they're going to be beating the crap out of each other. AFC West, they're going to be beating the crap out of each other. AFC South, they're going to AFC East, they're going to be beating the crap out of each other. I think Houston's got it. Tom?
Actually, I'm kind of in Paul's camp on this one. I think it's a toss-up between Kansas City and the Bolts, but man, Kansas City seems like they're still kind of in their dynasty, so I'm going to go KC.
All right, Beeler?
That was also my pick.
All right. And Heather?
Same.
All right. How many wins do the Seahawks end up with in the 2025 season?
Regular season?
I'm going to say 8.
I got 11 wins for him. Tom?
I say 10.
All right. Beals? 8. That means you think they have a losing record this year. Be 8-9. Okay.
I don't know. It's going to
Dennis has 9 wins for him.
She thinks they're going to be 2 games behind where they were at last year. Holy shit.
Yeah.
What a fan. Fans like that. Oh my gosh.
Heather?
Paul, shut the fuck up.
Oh, he's going to hate me worse.
I'm never going to play this game with you guys again.
Heather said 7. Wow. Okay.
Not only did I get the wrong rules while I was at home trying to figure this out, but
Tom is going to file for divorce. He's going to go before the judge. The judge is going to say, Tom, why are you divorcing Heather? And Tom's going to say she predicted the Seahawks only get 7 wins and be like, oh, you get everything.
What about the ties? All
Paul?
they asked for was wins.
Yeah, I got them at 12 wins running the I already ran the odds.
12?
I think they got that
Yep.
last year, didn't they?
12 wins in the division championship.
had
Last
10
year they had
last
10.
Yeah.
But the work they've done on their defense, and remember, they're going to have a possession ball running offense, man. Play action pass. They're going to control the tempo and the clock.
Did you see what they did to Kansas City in that preseason game when they just ran
230 yards
the entire time?
Yeah.
230
Yeah, but-
yards of rushing.
That was also preseason.
But Kansas City had their starters in for that first drive. I
Yeah.
was at that game, and they were running downhill the whole time. It was nuts.
You can pick out those little things, like you said, Kevin. You can pick out those, like who's playing against who starters.
delay of game.
Good Lord, I'm afraid to use my hands. Beals might freak out. Okay, I'm sorry.
All right. Tom, how many wins do the so we're doing this because everybody's favorite team gets represented. So Tom, how many wins do the Chargers end up with this year?
I think the Chargers are going to look good this year.
They are. I think so. I think this is their year.
Let's give them a dozen.
It's going to be their year. Paul says it's going to be their year, but he predicted Kansas City wins the division. You make no sense to me, man. All right. So how many you got?
And I hedged it on the the number 1 seed. So
You know what? And I think 12 might be a bit aggressive. But we'll go 10. I think they're going to have a good year.
Beeler?
I'm going to go with 7.
Wow. Dennis is going to hate you. All right. Heather?
Dennis already hates me. It's fine.
How many wins do the Chargers have?
You know, last year they didn't do so well, did they? I don't even think they made the playoffs. So I put like 2.
Whoa!
Oh.
I haven't been watching.
I'm not Dennis's least
I haven't been watching them this year. I don't know.
And you have to live with Dennis. Paul, how many?
For the Chargers,
Yes.
I'm going to say 11 wins this year for them.
Really?
Yeah, I got 11 as well. I think that's a really good number, Paul.
I'm gonna look.
Okay. Beeler, how many wins do the Cowboys end up with? This is my favorite question.
Oh,
because that team is going to stink on ice.
I'm going to say 1.
1 win. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to say 1.
All right. Heather?
I'm always just 1 under her. I said they ain't gonna win shit.
Oh, no way.
Oh, damn. Really?
All right. Paul?
Cowgirls.
The Cowboys, I'm going to say 7 wins.
7. Yeah, I'm going with 6. Tom?
Wow. 4.
4. Wow. Yeah, it's going to be a bad year. And it only gets worse from here. Heather, how many wins do the Aints have this year? As they'll be starting, Tyler Shuck, I think, is who they're starting.
The Saints.
The Saints. Tyler Shuck. My God.
I'll say 8.
8 wins. Okay. Paul?
Oh, boy. Wait, who are we talking about?
The Saints.
Yeah, I was going to say the Taints, but I'm going to say
Stop it.
7 wins. Seven wins
Seven.
for the Taints.
I got them for 5. Tom?
I think they're going to play
12.
500.
They're going to win 12 games.
I think they're going to hit about 500. So
Okay.
8.
8. Okay. And Beeler?
I'm going to say 5.
5. See, great minds think alike, me and Beeler. All right. Paul, do the Mariners make the playoffs this year?
Yes. See, there was no. I did not even hesitate.
Tom?
Yes. Oh, sorry for the hand gesture.
I think so. I haven't been able to pay attention to them a lot, but the bits Mariners baseball I've seen, they've looked good. So yeah, they should make the playoffs.
Heather?
1,000% they're going.
Beeler?
You
Yeah,
were
I'm
about
sorry.
to skip
I
over
didn't
me.
mean to. I'm sorry. You said yes?
Yes.
Heather?
I think they're going to make it.
All right. Okay. Who will be the AFC champ? So what team goes to the Super Bowl for the AFC? Paul, you pick first.
I got to be somewhat consistent, even if my morals are flexible. I'll go with Kansas City.
This is the Chargers' year, Kansas City. Okay. I'm going Buffalo. Tom?
So I'm going to hedge my bets because I think the AFC is going to be between KC and the Chargers. So I'm going to take the Chargers on this one.
All right. That's just because you live with Dennis and you want to keep him happy.
Well, no, because I was KC on the other conversation.
Okay.
So I'm
Beeler?
just hedging my
I'm
bets.
also going to go with the Chiefs.
All right. Heather?
Tom and I love being a house divided, especially when it comes to football. I'm going Casey.
All right. The NFC champion this year. God, this is so tough. Out of a wild card spot, Washington will be your NFC champion.
The Redskins?
The Redskins, yeah. Yep.
Out of a wild card?
Yeah, they'll be the wild card team. They'll be a wild card team.
Oh, you're Babe Ruth in this, huh? You're calling your shot.
I am.
Okay.
It'll be Buffalo and the Redskins. Tom, what do you got?
The Hawks.
All right. Beeler?
I'm going to have to go with the Eagles again.
Heather?
I'm going Falcons.
Atlanta. That's a bold pick. Paul?
It is a tough one. Do you have any suggestions, Kevin?
The Seahawks? Thought that was your team. How dare you not just say it right away?
Oh my!
John Walker thinks it's going to be the Lions.
Yeah,
he could be right about the Lions, but I'm going to stick. I'm going to stick with my. I'm going to stick with my Hawks, though.
I've got Detroit picked.
But not for the Super Bowl.
No, not for the bowl.
All right. Now we're going to start with you, Tom. Who wins the Super Bowl and who's the MVP? We'll take those together.
Who wins the Super Bowl? Well, hell, let's just call it. It's going to be the Hawks this year.
Okay, and who's your MVP?
You know, why not Darnold?
Beeler?
Yeah, I think the Eagles are going to take it.
And
And honestly, I don't even follow the Eagles. So
who do you want? Their quarterback, Jalen Hurts? You want Saquon Barkley, their running back?
yeah, let's go with the running back.
You want Taylor Swift?
Fuck.
All right. Heather, who do you got?
You know, for the Super Bowl win, I put the Chiefs, but my MVP, I have Mahomes.
Okay. Paul?
Kevin. Well, I'm certainly going with the Seahawks, and I'm actually going to pick Jackson Smith and Jigba to be the
JSN.
Yep.
He's
to be
going to he's
the player of the game.
I think he's going to show up this year.
Dude, second year he had 1,000 yards.
Yeah, no, I think this
over
year
and
he's,
over 100 catches. So yeah,
he did, but I think this year he's. I mean, I think he's going to be like the next Seahawk that kind of gives Steve Largent's records a run for their money.
Yeah, you could be right about that, Tom. That's a great observation, man.
Okay. I
Now,
have a
Steve
Buffalo.
Largent, Beals, Steve Largent was a famous Seattle Seahawks receiver
Are you
back in the
fucking
19.
kidding me? Of course I know who Steve Largent is. Are you kidding me right now?
I have Buffalo winning it all with Josh Allen as the MVP.
You picked the live one, Kevin.
All right. This last one is the most points of all of these. You pick your NFL regular season MVP, the best player in the league over the year. Heather, who do you got? Oh, I'm sorry, Beeler, who do you have? It's your turn.
I don't know. Like, I don't have a pick on this. Let's go with Dennis's pick and go with Josh Allen. How about
All right,
that?
Josh Allen. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Heather.
Lamar Jackson.
Oh, the third. He'd be the third one of those for him. It'd be a three-time.
Three-time, yeah.
Paul?
I'm going to go with the rookie out of Las Vegas. Running back,
Genty.
Ashton Genty. That kid is amazing. He's like the reincarnation of Barry Sanders who isn't dead.
That's
Oh my God.
I mean, he's that good. He is that good. That kid is good, man. He's good. That's all I can say.
I got Bijan Robinson. I think he's going to be the surprise MVP this year, Tom.
To be very honest, I haven't had a chance to follow, like the draft or, any of the new.
This is what happens when you ask a libertarian a question. He just feigns like, "Well, I haven't had time."
Kiss my
You
ass.
said to pick teams. You didn't say anything about this other shit.
Kiss my ass. I have not had time to follow any of the the rookie players or anything from this year's draft. So I'm actually just gonna rely on my wife's homework and go with Lamar Jackson.
There you go. Way to do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, Lamar Jackson. All right.
Do you see how the numbers dropped when we started?
It's okay. It's okay. We do football for us. We do 3 hours for everybody else. We do football for us. And normally it won't take this long, but we should have done those picks last week and I forgot. All right. Week 1 games. We're going to do this really, really quick. Okay. Uber quick. Thursday night. Season kicks off in Philadelphia. Your defending Super Bowl champion, the Eagles, take on the Dallas Cowboys, who just got rid of Micah Parsons because why wouldn't they? Paul?
Oh, yeah. Like, nobody picking tonight should have to think twice about this one. Philly all the way.
By the way, Trojo hates his own team so much, he picked Philly. I got Philadelphia as well. Tom?
Philly.
Beeler?
No, I'm going Philly.
And Heather?
Philly.
All right. Next game, Kansas City at the Chargers. This is a good game to start.
This is going to be a good game.
Kansas City wins these games. I'm going to go with Kansas City, even though they're on the road. Tom?
I'm going with the Bolts. Just after seeing what Seattle did, during preseason, I'm going.
But
with
I thought you said that you're right out of your mouth, Thomas. Well, it was preseason.
It was
like you
preseason,
literally
but it was
said
preseason for everybody.
I'm going with
and then you turned around and used that as your justification for. Oh my God!
It was preseason for everybody, though. So I'm going with the Bolts.
Beeler pick KC. Heather?
I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to go KC.
And Paul?
Well, I didn't hear Beeler say anything, but if you said she picked KC, that's cool.
I did.
But
You said it. You
they're
just
playing.
didn't hear him.
Okay, but now they're playing in at LA.
Okay, that big empty soccer stadium they play in.
Right. Well, I'm gonna pick the home team. I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
Okay. All right, Tom.
Yes.
Tampa Bay at Atlanta. Again, another battle of two teams that could win. Either one of those teams could win that division.
Give me Tampa.
Beeler?
I'm also going to go with Tampa.
Heather?
Yeah, Tampa.
Paul?
Listen, once upon a time, there was a great quarterback that came out of the University of Washington that wore knee braces on both legs, and his name was Mark Brunell. And that's what we have in Michael Penix. Beat up, bruised, young man, his first regular season start, Atlanta.
I love watching Beeler. She just sighs and cries. Are you sure you're not a Cowboy fan? All right. I'm gonna go with Tampa though.
There's so much that can be said when Kevin looks at a woman and says all she does is sigh and cry. Like so much could be said. We're gonna leave that alone. We're gonna leave it alone out of pure respect.
I think the Penix at the beginning of the year will be much different than the Penix at the end of the year. And I think Tampa, with having Baker as quarterback, to kick off the season. He's seasoned. He's got a lot of time under him. I think Atlanta's going to be way dangerous the further the season goes, but I got Tampa. All right, Beeler.
Yeah.
Cincinnati at Cleveland.
I'm gonna go with Cleveland.
Okay. Heather.
I think I'm gonna go Cincinnati this one.
Paul.
Cincinnati at Cleveland.
Yep.
I gotta go with Cincinnati.
Yeah, I do too. They could literally win 14
Literally
games
win.
this year. They could literally win 14 games this year. Tom?
I'm going to stick with my earlier my guess about Cleveland. I think this might be an interesting year for them.
Oh my God. I don't know what to do with you people picking Cleveland.
The
People
team
literally
that
like,
took two quarterbacks in the
think-
same draft.
I think Kevin can marry Sandra Bullock. No, he can't. And Cleveland can't win the division.
Just wait to see what the dog pound does.
All right. Miami at Indianapolis. Heather.
Miami.
Paul.
Miami at Indianapolis. We'll go with Indy.
You got Indy. All right. I got Miami. Tom.
I think I got Indy.
And Beeler.
I'm going with the Colts.
All right, this will be your shit stain game of the week, brought to you by the Michelle Caldier for Senate campaign. Michelle Caldier, stinking it up for the last 10 years. Beeler, Las Vegas
I'm going with the Patriots.
at New England. New England is favored, which is surprising to me by Vegas.
In New England.
Yeah, it's in New England. Heather?
I love the Patriots.
Paul?
Fuck. Man, it's not the Patriots, whoever the other team was.
Las Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ashton Jenny's going to have a coming out party. Tom?
Just,
Belichick still coaching?
No, Belichick is at
he's
North
in college.
Carolina.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit,
he's in
that's right.
college.
Yeah, Mike
Okay.
Vrabel, the guy that used to coach the Titans, is now the coach in New England.
Okay, well, give me New England then. I just hate Belichick, so yeah.
Okay. All right, he hates you too,
Good.
bitch. Arizona at New Orleans.
Ooh. New Orleans.
All right, Paul.
New Orleans.
I got Arizona. There's not many games I'm gonna pick the midget dwarf quarterback to win, but this is one of them. I got Arizona. Tom.
Saints.
I am also going with the Saints.
Okay, this will be where I pick up some money. All right, Paul. Pittsburgh at the Jets. This is great because it's the Aaron Rodgers revenge game that nobody cares about. Aaron's in Pittsburgh playing against the team he played against last year, the Jets, and neither team really wants him. Paul.
Yeah, but I'm still going to take Pittsburgh
Are you?
because the Jets are the worst team in football.
Beeler, are you okay?
No.
Okay.
Let's move
Beeler.
this along, please.
I'm going to pick Pittsburgh as well, just because the Jets are the Jets. Tom?
I just love the fact that we brought Beeler on. The way she pushes Kevin is beautiful.
I don't like Pittsburgh, but Pittsburgh's going to win, so
I'm also going
I'll
with
take
Steelers.
Pittsburgh.
Heather?
Love the
She
Steelers.
don't even wait for the question, man. She's like, Kevin,
loves the
I'm
what?
over this.
The New York Giants will take on the Washington Redskins in Washington. This is my no-brainer, my double down, my game of the week, Washington. Tom?
Yeah. Washington.
Beeler.
I am also going with the Redskins.
Can you tell us why? Can you expand on that a little bit? Heather, who do you got?
Washington.
All right. Paul.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Giants.
Oh, my. I'm glad you are. This is why you don't win. All right.
Wait, what do you mean I don't win? I won the year before last and the year before that, too.
Tom.
Yeesh.
You want to go quiet.
Carolina at Jacksonville. Another shit stain game of the week.
So we'll take Jacksonville. Home team.
All right. Beeler.
Panthers, please.
All right. Heather.
Jacksonville.
Paul.
Sorry, I'm tired. I don't even remember. What's this? Who's Jacksonville and who?
Carolina at Jacksonville.
Carolina at Jacksonville. I'll go with Jacksonville.
Okay. I got Jacksonville as well. Beeler,
Yes, Hawks.
Tennessee. No, we're doing that one last.
Oh.
Tennessee at Denver.
Oh, wow. I'm going to go with Tennessee.
All right. That's a bold pick.
Yeah.
Heather?
I don't like Denver.
I don't like Denver either.
I detest Denver.
Who do you got?
Not Denver.
Tennessee then. All right. Paul?
Paul,
Paul,
are they at Denver?
Yeah, they're at Denver.
I'll take Denver.
Paul, they're picking Tennessee to win with a rookie quarterback who's a first-round pick that's never started a game before. This is like taking candy from a baby. I got Denver as well. Tom?
Give me Tennessee. I hate Denver.
You guys are okay. All right. Heather, Detroit at Green Bay.
Oh, Green Bay.
I know this is such a good game.
Green Bay.
Green Bay. All right. Paul?
It's Detroit at Green Bay, right? I'm going to actually take Detroit.
Yeah, I am too. Micah Parsons has only been there for like a week. He doesn't know the system. I got Detroit. Tom?
Detroit.
And Beeler.
I'm also going with the Lions.
Oh, look at that. Okay. Paul, Houston
I mean,
at the
she's
Rams.
a brilliant woman, man. She knows when I talk, man. She listens. She's taking notes. Okay, go ahead. What?
Well, she likes an alpha male, and we're all alpha males in this room tonight. So she's just
No, we're all
listening.
we're all betas. We're all betas.
Beta early. I could have.
We're all. Oh, you heard that? Yes, that's what I had. Yeah.
All right, Paul, Houston at the Rams.
Houston at the Rams. I'm going to take the Rams.
Oops. I am taking the Rams too, but part of me will be surprised if Stafford makes it through the whole game. Tom?
I'd like to see Houston win because it's better for the Hawks, but it'll be the Rams.
Beeler?
I am going to go with Houston.
And Heather?
I think it's going to be the Rams.
Baltimore at Buffalo on Sunday night. This is going to be a freaking barn burner, man. In games like this, I always go with the home team.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be Buffalo. I mean, again,
Mm-hmm.
I got Buffalo. Tom?
Buffalo.
Beeler?
I will also go with the Bills.
Heather?
Bills.
Paul?
Bills.
And once again, Beeler follows along with the alpha males in the room. Tom?
Yes.
Minnesota at Chicago.
The Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears. That is also my pick because I hate Minnesota.
Okay. Heather?
Chicago.
Chicago. Paul?
Chicago.
Well, I'm going to go with Minnesota. Ah, God.
Rebel.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Minnesota.
Yay, go with Minnesota. Yay, Kevin.
I just don't have any faith in the Bears. It's not about Minnesota. It's less about the fact that I think the Bears are just going to shit all over themselves.
Well,
like they
clearly, you
always
don't
do.
have any faith in Beals. She'll tell you how bad Minnesota is.
They're the Bears.
But you don't trust her. You don't trust your coach sitting right there next to you.
You know what the C on the side of the Chicago Bears helmet stands for? Choke. Heather. San Francisco. The 49ers. The hated rivals.
40 Winers.
Travel to Seattle to Lumen Field to take on your Seattle Seahawks. Who do you have? San Francisco is favored, by the way.
At San Francisco could suck my left toe. Pop.
Okay. Tom, how do you feel about her giving up her left toe to another man?
Yeah, it'd be okay.
All right. Paul, who do you got?
Well, redefines toe job. What was that again?
San Francisco at Seattle.
Okay. I guess I'm going to
Our
take the
numbers are going
Hawks.
up again now. Our numbers are now going up on listenership. You got the Hawks?
That's Heather's fault.
I do too.
Her
I
toe.
think I don't.
Well,
This isn't me being a
don't
homer.
blame
either.
her. Encourage her.
I think Seattle wins.
No, it's her toe.
More fun
She
for
can
you,
do with it
Tom.
as she wants. I mean, it's her toe.
I think the
Stick it
question
right
should
up Tom's
be,
ass.
I think the question should be: does Christian McCaffrey even make it out of this game without getting hurt again? Because he's fragile like glass. Tom?
Oh, it'll be the Hawks.
And Beeler. All right. Last but not least, it's time for double downs. Paul, pick your one game to double down on.
Washington Redskins.
Yeah, that's mine as well.
I already took it. You can't take
You
it.
picked the Giants. You God.
You picked the Giants.
He's hedging his bet.
I'm hedging my bet. I'm
He's
hedging my
being
bet.
safe. He's being safe. Tom?
Just to irritate everyone, I'm going with the dog pound. Give me Cleveland.
I was gonna pick.
You're taking Cleveland as your double
Yeah, I
down.
got Cleveland.
Oh.
Oh my God.
The worst part
You
is
pick
now
one
Cleveland's
game,
probably
you pick
going to
one
win.
game that you have total faith will win, or you hedge your bets and make a safe call. You basically an extra bonus point on any game you want.
The Chiefs.
All right.
Okay, that was a smart.
Heather
double
knows.
down.
Heather knows how to play this game
Yeah,
the
that
right
was a smart
way.
double down.
Yeah.
I took a stupid double down.
Hannah doesn't have to play this my way, fucker.
All right. That concludes our picks. Let me save it.
Thank God.
Hail Mary, full of grace. Hail
All
Mary, full of
right.
grace.
A couple comments in chats. John Walker said, "Great pick, Heather, with Lamar."
Yes.
John said the game with the Chiefs and the Chargers is in Brazil.
Oh.
It is.
Yeah.
Which means the Chargers will be whining and crying about it in Spanish.
Yeah, it's in Portuguese. Portuguese is the national language of Brazil, not
Do we get
Spanish.
an up? Yeah, do we get an up or down on how many NFL players will get mugged while they're in South America?
Maybe the kicker, but otherwise, I think there might be a size difference between your average Brazilian and your average NFL player.
Probably. Robert said, "I think we should sponsor a date between K-Dog and Beeler. That way, when Beeler doesn't respond for a second date, we can put them on 92.5 second date update for the story."
No,
Let me say a couple of things.
no. Hold on, Kevin.
Yeah.
No, and no, because we don't allow. You need to put the hammer down right now. Do not let people say that kind of shit to you, Kevin. We have prided ourselves on this show. We have prided ourselves on this show of you absolutely not ever under any circumstances ever going out on dates with co-hosts ever. It's not happening.
Let me say a couple things. One, if you believe the second date updates on 92.5 are not staged and bullshit, you're an idiot. They are staged and bullshit because the people that do that show on multiple stations in multiple markets. That's why on the second date update, they never say anything specific to any city. They never say we went to Pike Place Market and he abandoned me. They never say we went to a Mariners game. It's all vague, nonsensical bullshit. It's all staged and crap. So if you believe it's real, you're a dummy. Okay,
but
that's one.
It's got a popular following, just like
because it's fiction.
Just like staged wrestling.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Okay. Secondly, if Beeler and I went on a date, she wouldn't be able to come to the next show because she'd be walking funny. All right.
Oh my
There we go.
Wow. I can't believe you said
Are you kidding
that.
I know you'd like me to be a beta and just say, "Well, I would take her to a wonderful meal."
You know what? I'm gonna actually. Hey, I need to come to Kevin's defense. I have to come to your defense on this one, Kevin.
I think I'm blushing for her.
I want to make this very clear because Kevin stopped short of saying why she would be walking funny, and it's very important to make this clear because I've known Kevin a long time, and I can say without a doubt the type of chloroform he uses absolutely fucks you up for days. So you will be walking funny, Bills. So there you go.
And Kevin said, "Damn, K-Dog." Lilat says, "Seems like if you double down that you have to pick the team you pick to win. You don't have to. Some people, Lilat, like to hedge their bets because they're too terrified, like Paul is, to actually take a stand on a bad pick. So they take a bad pick and then they make a good pick on the other side."
Mister, I'm going to wrestle Paul, and I hurt my ankle practicing with a girl.
Robert said, "Correct, Kevin. Beeler's feet would be sore from kicking your ass."
That's right.
Yeah. All right. Let's do.
Well, and Kevin would have a lot of rug burns on his back. Yeah.
Damn.
What the fuck is going on right
I don't even know what that means. I don't know what that means. Rug burn on my back.
I was gonna say,
Are you kidding me right now?
I was gonna say, in Kevin's defense, perhaps she was walking funny because he took her horseback riding.
Yes,
I know.
thank
I've
you.
been horseback riding.
All right, this topic's done. We're done with this topic. We're moving on. Final wrap of the night. Let's go.
I say something alpha and people lose their minds. That's great. Heather, do you have any parting shots?
I do. Thanks for all the fun laughs this evening, guys. It's been great. Next time, let's do it quicker, though.
Yeah.
Right?
I told you guys we're gonna be a half hour late. That's exactly what we are.
You guys, hey, you notice every woman says that to Kevin.
Damn.
All right.
Quicker next time.
Paul, can I say this? No woman's ever said quicker next time because
Yeah, I like to take my time anyways.
yeah. And quite frankly, get in, get out, get home. Tom.
Kevin's sex manual. In, out, repeat if necessary.
Get in, get out, get home. Tom, parting shots.
All right, I'm going to be a little bit of a downer on this one, but I think it's kind of important. Yesterday, I had a client who's a sweet little old lady, and I went out to do some repairs in her home, and it's a sweet little old lady I've worked for in years past. Back when I used to do this stuff full time, and the state that she's living in now really makes me sad. She doesn't
Oregon?
have any close. No, the state of her existence, wise ass.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
Yeah, she lives alone. She doesn't have any family close to her. She's on a very, very fixed income. She's in rough shape. She's medically frail, and I know she's not the only one out there, and I'm sure that plenty of us out there know someone who kind of needs someone to look in on them once in a while. So
for sure.
Just try to be a better member of your community. Look in on the people that need it. Look in on the people that are frail. Look in on the people that are lonely. I mean, she is such a sweet lady, but she lives by herself with her little dog Toby, and doesn't have a lot of close connections. So do your community a favor and look in on people like that. Look out for one another.
Absolutely.
Wayne said in chat, you should all do an interview with Craig Sawman Sawyer from Veterans for Child Rescue. Solid, not a politician, and is focused on rescuing children. Wayne, if you have contact info for that'd be really helpful.
That'd be a wonderful interview.
That's the exact kind of thing I'm talking about too. I mean, it doesn't have to be our senior citizens. It could be anyone who's kind of been shoved to the side.
Yeah,
because there's plenty of us that have been, especially after the past few years.
Exactly. So yeah, Wayne, if you've got any contact information, that'd be great. If not, we can try to reach out to him online. Beeler, parting shots.
Oh yeah, I have something for Paul and Kevin in my pocket right here to both of you.
Damn.
And I'm done.
And she's
Mic
done.
drop.
All right. I'll give my parting shot, and then Paul can give his. I just want to remind you that there really is a big issue in this country, and it's the women's wage gap. Right now, women make somewhere about 70 cents on the dollar for every dollar that a man makes, and that's messed up. Because really, women are only worthless 1 month out of the month, or 1 week out of the month, which means that's 25%. So women should be making 75 cents for every dollar that a man earns, and we need to fight for that 5%.
I'm pretty sure we heard that at the comedy show. But
I know. I'm using his joke. No, that wasn't his joke. And I want to remind you that some women don't like this joke because it has a lot of math, and they just don't get math.
Oh,
And Heather
I'm
looks
going
like,
with Beeler.
Heather looks like she wants to throw something at me, but she couldn't hit me. Heather looks like she wants to throw something at me because she couldn't hit me because she's a girl. All right. Anyway,
She's about to beat your ass.
that's my parting shot. Paul, you can take us home.
Fuck me running, dude. Okay.
You just allied Beeler and F-bomb.
Yep.
Oh, you're in
Shit's
trouble.
going down now. We're friends for life, girl. Yep. Yep.
Perfect.
So, I had two things.
I've never heard Tom laugh like that.
What happens every once in a while?
Oh, he knows what happens. I get my shit list.
Yes, Paul. Go ahead, Paul.
I'll give it a half a second here.
I'm gonna mute Tom's mic so he can laugh his ass off. Go ahead, Paul.
It's okay. Anyway, what I was going to say was, there was a real tragedy last week, and the tragedy, in a lot of ways, has been compounded. I know you guys talked about this earlier. I was listening and stuff, but there are some memes going around that are unfortunate because they're patently false. One of them lists all of these shooters mass school shooters as being trans. It's patently false. It's not true. In
Mhm.
fact, only 2 of them that were on that list were trans. Trans is not the issue. I think,
No.
Bilo, you hit on it earlier. It is a mental health issue.
Mhm.
And I think we're also seeing on the other side, on the left side of this issue, we are seeing a lot of people being overly incensed at the inflection, right? That they think people are inferring it's the trans community. I actually don't hear very many people suggesting that at all. I hear people most people are legitimately trying to dial down into the mental health part of it.
Right, as it should
and
be.
that, yeah, and the trans issue, the only pointing at that, because I think most of us all agree, like, we don't care what a person does as an adult. The problem has become what is being done to these kids, that they are being told, right? Well, you're not a tom girl, you're trans, right? So many
Thank
women
God
that
my
I know,
parents realized that.
right? So many women that I know today that are well-adjusted, grown women.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, what is it? 65% of all adult women in America are on some sort of psychotropic medication, and I mean, and it's true. I don't know what the percentage of men it is, but it's clearly a problem that 35% of women are undiagnosed. We have to work
Oh, I
on
just
that.
drink
That's a
alcohol.
national thing. Well, then, you know what? Whatever works. I'm only saying that I think the issue is much bigger and much more complex than people realize, and they point out. And I want to always swing back to this idea that
You swing.
the issue isn't with trans people.
No,
Period.
it's not.
It's that issue stops when we're talking about kids, right? That's that issue. It's
Mhm.
not about them as adults. And so I just want people to remember, everyone is a human being, and everybody deserves respect to some degree. And the only other thing that I wanted to bring up was there is this current movement by some Democratic states and Democrat lawmakers, even here in the state of Washington, where they are actively discussing the concept, and they call this is a cute word or cute phrase, soft secession. Basically, where they're talking about ceasing financial payments to the federal government. Blue states would actually start withholding federal government payments from businesses and individuals, roughly totaling $4.6 billion per day. Nothing could destroy your party quicker and tear this country apart faster than that grandiose, idiotic idea. And
Yeah.
I just, like, every time you have a little bit of hope that you think maybe Democrats learned something from the last election or whatever, nope, they prove us wrong. They're actually getting dumber. So that's
Paul,
the
take that one step further, Paul. Like, if you're California, who relies on federal government payments to do what you've got to do, you could cease your payments to the feds. They're just going to cease payments to you. It's going to hurt those states more than it's going to help them. Like
and you're right, Kevin. And I would just like to point out that I think the dumbest governor in the history of the United States opened his mouth again down in California, promptly criticizing the president this weekend and going off about how ICE, come the election, he says, I can guarantee you ICE will be at the voting booths to scare and intimidate people. Can we just all let that sink in for a minute? Because who would be scared and intimidated at the voting booth? I don't know. Just saying. People that shouldn't be voting.
Yes. What a great show, you guys.
Last comment from chat.
Yeah.
Kevin Nelson says he's waiting for Alicia to go Red Foreman on K-Dog, foot in ass.
It's going to be my fist up his ass.
Oh, don't do that, Alicia. He might enjoy that. Bust out the loop.
Last thing I'm going to tell you guys. So I was talking to somebody about when I was married, and they said, well, how long were you guys married? It took a long time for us to get a divorce. And I was like, well, we were probably married like, I don't know, 90 years. And like, 90 years, how's that even possible? I said, oh, because I'm computed in dog years because she was a bitch. All right. Guys, I love you guys. We appreciate you. We'll be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Beeler will be here if she hasn't decided that we're just complete total
tonight
schmucks.
really put me over the edge.
Don't push me because I'm close to the edge.
No, don't. Just let's sign off here.
Oh, we're getting out of here. All right.
And we had some cool. We had some beautiful black bears playing at the paintball field today. It was pretty cool, man. Showed up in the morning. There was a mama and 3 cubs jumping around and playing on our turf, man. It was pretty cool. And then the Cubs ran up the tree, and yeah, it was pretty cool. So you guys have a good night.
So bad.
I'm trying to play music out. We're not getting any music out of this.
Be careful what you say, Kevin. The mic's still hot.
I know. That's what I was trying to play some music. So good night, everybody. We'll see you guys next week. This has been the
Night,
Outlaw Radio
everybody.
Network, a presentation of Alicia Beeler.
That's right.